Hello, everybody, and of course, it wouldn't be a stream without some technical difficulty. Why is this way?
Are we all in different boxes?
None of you exist now, and I don't know why.
I did all that waving hello for nothing.
I know. Hold on. What is going on?
I was naked.
You were not naked.
Another shirtless
You can't prove it.
Stream again.
They're fulfilling their contract.
Yep.
I don't know why this isn't grabbing here. What's going on, guys? Okay, hold that thought. Let's talk. Let's table talk here while we're doing this. Something has obviously gone very wrong with this.
What is table talking?
Gotta love Zoom. New Zoom one. So, while we're here, chat, give us just a second actually, so I can establish this back into creation.
Yeah, you want to play the penis game?
Hey, Jack, they've declared that they want to talk to you while I'm adjusting the setup.
Game?
So they can hear you now. Be careful about the penis game.
Oh no, they're gonna put us in detention. Dad.
Oh, doggo.
We were talking about.
Did you just clean your dog's face with their own ears?
Yeah, that's it.
What the
like
for?
napkins.
The strat.
They're just giant napkins. What am I gonna do? If I wipe his eye boogies, where am I gonna put him? On his back? Like
Fair.
I just was like, what is he doing? And I saw that you're like taking his ears and using it on his face.
yeah. I know. There's a kitty out there and it's taunting you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a new kitty?
No, it's outside.
That was like a
Big man.
perfect little howl.
Hey, enough.
Are you sure that's enough, Dad?
They have a cute bark or howl.
That's
Party's
the
adorable.
beagle.
So how many subs to Acid Dart, the big guy in the face chat?
Whoa! Wow. He's coming out strong, y'all.
Yeah, we can talk out of game right now. We can
Yeah.
metagame
This
shit.
is do it. Go for it.
How many
Out
subs
of game,
to take off my
you don't want
pants
me in
in game
combat.
immediately at the sight of all enemies?
It's like a
How does that
flashbang
help
right
you?
there.
Flashbang.
Element of surprise.
The
Yes,
bang comes
it's
after the
very
flash,
surprising.
right?
That's in his case for sure.
I mean, this guy's the same size and shape as Saber, right? He's kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, like, would we look at this man and immediately be like, that looks strikingly similar to the man that deleted all of Hal's bones?
Yeah, but we're level 2 now. All right. Okay.
Or, I mean,
That means we're twice as strong. It's double 1.
look, I've got a couple of strengths, I guess.
You
I'll just
kill
do
the
back- I'll just-
kobolds,
I'll just
and
do
I'll melt
backflips.
the robot. Or you know what? There's a couple of routes we could take. We could try diplomacy, We could also try to kill all the kobolds and then just single him out and then talk to just him. And maybe with all the witnesses of the kobolds dead, he'll like be able to make more of a deal or something. Or we could just try to obliterate everybody, or we could just die. There's a whole bunch of options.
I do love shooting.
Oh, indeed, my friend. Okay. All right, I got to move it around. It looks like it's good. I also checked the other overlay, and that's solid. So, without further ado, let's dive back into this. Guys, let's talk about what happened last time in this game. Can we do that while I'm making these adjustments here? Let's.
Yeah. That's what I forgot to open is my notes.
Should we all go around
and
yeah, say what individually happened to us?
Sure. I was last.
I was tending to a wound.
Yes.
A wound in here.
A wound
and on the outside.
in here, yeah.
A wound of pride and also a wound physically of Hal. And I was taking care of him, and we haven't seen him. He's just you know,
He's recovering, man.
he's shut himself in.
He's been through some shit. Some things.
Yep.
This could be extreme implications for a lot of things. So, I mean,
Yep.
it's probably
got a
more
high
than just
stealth
pride.
roll.
Mm-hmm.
Probably more than just a pride issue is my immediate takeaway
Yeah.
from this.
Yeah.
What else did we find here?
I'm getting let go from my company.
Yeah, dude, you are. You're kind of getting let go. What's like speculation? What's that about?
They're dissolving. They're having a major issue. Everybody's being let go. It's gone. It's over with. It was a scam all along.
Yeah, it's a bit of a major ordeal, major debacle, if you will. But that's okay, right? Like that can't mean anything bad, so far as we're aware.
You had your new friends to help you get on your feet.
I also got my rich parents, but yeah.
That's true.
Savage.
But we also know that you're not exactly on speaking terms with Pops, right?
It's true.
It's true. What do you think it's going to take to come to those terms? What's that about?
Good heart to heart and a cry and a hug.
Heart and a cry and a hug. Do you think is that gonna happen this episode?
This episode, we're about to go into combat. I fucking hope not.
Yeah, that's fair. It's not likely. It's not likely. But that's okay. What else occurred? So we have the details now on Sera, who's been assisting with Hal. We have the details on Ivan and the fact that Scam it's going down. It's gone. It's gonzost. But to where? Hard to say. It's really hard to say at this point. What about Cain?
They didn't wake me up for a while, and they were running around doing stuff. But I found the old study of my apprentice, and I was left a letter that said, "Welcome back, Professor." That was meant for me, which is really weird. So it seems like everything is like having a purpose, and it's like leading somewhere. And he's kind of like sad about his apprentice and all the different developments. So he's been, imbibing a little bit and
A little bit.
He's just a sipple, and so he's been sleeping in Ivan's bed and kind of what's the word you used? Sitting. Stooping? What's the word you used for that? I can't remember what it's called. Like your house.
Squatting?
Squatting.
Yeah, you're squatting. Yeah.
He's squatting in the bed, basically.
Yeah.
And he's sleeping all day because at night
His thighs are really strong.
Yeah. He's been working on his ass, getting it popped in his robe. But he's been sneaking out and going to the study and trying to find clues that could lead him in one sort of direction or another. And yeah, we basically went, Scout and I went by and we saw that the mail service area had been broken into. What was it? House oh gosh.
Civis?
South Civis. Yeah, correct. House Civis. It's a
Yep.
messenger station.
And one of the messengers had been basically knocked unconscious, and we roused her and got some details on a group of
Not
kobolds.
Just roused.
Just roused, that's
Just roused,
right.
correct.
And then we noticed the footprints and saw like they had a group of kobolds and
Yeah.
there was a Warforged. And then we split up. I was like, hey, I'm going back to the tavern. I'll let the team know, and you go tell the police. Basically.
Yeah.
So we split up because it was raining and I didn't have to be walking around in the rain and the cold mud for too long. So
Okay.
yeah, the group didn't think that was a good idea when I got to the tavern either.
Correct.
Especially Tristan there, Mr. Ivan IP Freely.
IPP, Mr. Pedro Pascal.
IPP baby.
All right, that's great. That's a strong start for us. Let's talk about. So we've got Ivan now. We've handled Sera and Cain. Scout, what's going on in your story?
So Scout went back to the creator and gave them all the surveillance details, replayed all the clips, and as a reward, Scout was given the ability to keep the memory of their companions. So that does not mean that they have the memory of everything.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind. But they do have the memory of their companions still as a reward. But they were warned that that memory could be taken away from them too. So just as easily as it was given. Their job right now is to continue to go back and follow the leads that they had already started. So that is specifically what Scout has been doing. In doing so, they were waiting for the letter from the House Civis or some kind of contact that was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So Scout was checking it every day diligently. But our friend Idio had decided that we should go surprise Cain. And so that is why we met up. We did a great surprise. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And then we split up, and then we found out that that place was ransacked. Some details about it. We tried to track it, but it was raining, so it was really hard to track it. And then we split up. So Scout's side of it is Scout continued to go to the police, transformed into their bird form, and was trying to get to the police station. But before they could, they were flagged down by some kind of like lantern light. And Scout kind of looked over and saw that it was a very large Warforged with a couple of Cobalt companions. But upon getting closer and conversing with them, it turns out that it was Saber's brother, who had Saber's head.
Yeah.
In a little cloth.
So out of game, what is Cutlass's play here with this? Why?
Cutlass doesn't want Scout to continue working with House Canis, is what they've told Scout.
Would you say that was a
threat?
Was it a threat, or was it like a
More of like a
recommendation?
strong warning.
It was definitely a threat. Does Scout think it was a threat? Might be different. I think externally, anybody else who was observing that probably did. Scout has it as a data point.
Okay. I like that. So we know more about Scout at this point. That leaves Anju. Let's talk about what occurred for you, particularly in your downtime, your backstory event. What was that about?
Well, I was digging for information on the whereabouts of my legendary, previously thought dead grandfather, the Black Cat.
Yeah.
But sorry, I'm trying to remember his actual name. But obviously I know that, so I don't. Y'all trust me on that, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Translates to the Black Cat. But spent all those weeks trying to find out where he is because he had basically he found me.
Right?
Yeah, Magmor.
Magmor.
Yeah,
Or something like
it's
that?
it's Elvish. Elvish for Magmor. Means the black cat.
I mean, I've got the notes up. There's just there's a lot of text.
There's a lot.
But wasn't really turning up any leads, and he's kind of, you know, very difficult to learn anything about. And then finally I met a mysterious stranger who had had their tongue cut out. The implication seeming to be that, like, their tongue was cut out because of their tendency to disperse information that maybe they don't want out there. But and he gave me a folded piece of parchment with what is it, like a black lantern, I think?
Yeah.
Is it lantern?
It is. It's a black
Yeah.
lantern.
And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that old Anju doesn't know what that means.
Sure.
But yeah, so that was recently, and then that brings us back to when Scout came back, and yeah, we haven't even had time to bring that up. Not
Yeah.
that Anju necessarily would, but you know, he finally has a lead, and it's a little spooky.
Okay, you did in fact find a lead that was a little spooky. We ended the story portion with Scout meeting with Cutlass, the warning and or potential threat of working for House Cannith, and then everyone ran into each other. It was this moment of bizarre serendipity where you all crossed paths, mostly out of concern. I think it was actually led by Ivan. It was like, you left Scout alone, and then he bolted, right? He ran it straight out of this place. In which that's where we found Scout. What was that meeting like? If you could sort of like summarize, give us a sum up of what that was like.
We were all kind of freaking out, but everyone else was gathering, starting to see what was going on. So we were trying to get to a place where we could talk privately.
Yeah, we all met up in the rain and sort of started to draw a crowd, and then we headed to the inn. But I guess something that happened was Anju took the severed head of Saber, and had a whole ass moment.
Yeah, what?
It gave him pause. And
Pause. Sorry.
Gave him pause. It was deeply unsettling, and everybody noticed. And for a brief moment, he was just kind of standing in the rain, not being too great of a rogue, just sort of feeling things.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody could tell that it was maybe a little bit of a stomach turn.
Sure. Tracy Frost, what do you think it means to be seen in a city like Sharn clutching the head of a, well, clearly deceased Warforged?
Yeah, that probably makes us look
Yeah. I was the one that called it out.
yeah.
Like, we don't go to the cops because they're not gonna readily believe us of whatever we say.
They were trying to explain that to Scout, because before Sera was like, you have to take things to the authorities, and then she's like, not always though.
I was like, wait, Scout, there are some
Not this
situations
time.
where you don't, and this is one of
On
those situations.
second thought,
It's like the whole lying thing all over again.
Yeah, look.
let us not go to Camelot.
Perfect. Yeah, no, that is an accurate assumption that some things they desire more clarity before immediate report. So yeah, that makes sense. Where did everybody decide to retreat to?
We were trying to get back
Broken
to
Anvil.
Back to the
House
Eberron.
room.
Yeah,
but then we were interrupted at the last moment trying to go upstairs.
Yeah, who interrupted you?
The baddie guy, Cutlass Man.
Not quite. There was something else. There was a small event that occurred.
Lady Eldrin.
Yeah, Lady Eldrin.
Right, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
What did she have to
Startled me.
say?
She
No
said,
time to explain.
Get the F out.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta go.
Yeah, she said it's time to roll. It's time to roll. House Kenneth needs you. What did she offer?
She just said a really good reward. Trust me, bro. Kind of.
Did she offer us a reward?
She
I
said
don't
She
it's
gave us
all-
a bag,
Yeah.
and she said it'd be
that-
all
everything-
worth. She said it would be worth it.
Yeah.
It was just a very like huge reward promise. Trust me, bro. And then she like
dropped the bag and
nervous.
said it's all in there. It all makes sense. And then, yeah.
kind of gestured to her knife and bolted out the back door.
Yeah.
And she was very afraid of someone coming in the front door. And then someone came in the front door.
Hindsight.
Holy, what the hell?
You went that way.
Hindsight, glancing at the structure that is the Broken Handle Tavern,
Bag felt empty by the
there
way,
is
so potentially.
there's no back
completely
door.
Oh, okay.
There is. It's literally it's a corner structure. So the back door would be just straight into the belly of Sharn itself. Big fall, really big fall. And I know some of you guys really like that sensation of falling, as we've seen in the first season, but not for everyone, unless of course Cain is around with his feather fall. Of course, the bag was empty, or at least you think
Feels empty.
it feels very empty. And in kicked the door, Van Damme style, Cutlass, the Warforged, and his entourage of 5 kobolds. What did Cutlass say?
I think he said she was here.
She was here.
Something like that? Yeah.
She was here, which only confirms thus further
Yep,
that
they're looking for her.
he was hunting for a very prolific woman in this experience. So, now that we've rounded this out, I've just got a couple of questions here. First and foremost, I got to tell everybody here in the audience, right, what you guys can do as viewers. You have ways that you can impact this game. For instance, luck rerolls. Luck rerolls are granted to the players based on gifted subs, new subs to the stream. I take a running tally at the start of the game, and anytime we meet a milestone, the players will get a luck reroll. And for the sake of the game, it's 10 subs. We'll get 1 luck reroll for everyone at the table, myself included. The players will, at any time, be able to reroll anything that they would like to, with an exception to damage dice. They cannot give them to another player. However, with my luck rerolls, I can use them for myself or to force the players to reroll at my behest. I can do a lot with that. Additionally, patron supporters. Aside from the slew of unique rewards that you can actively get on in the space and canon of our story, you can affect things here permanently. You can inflict wild magic once a month upon a player in any game that I storytell on this channel. Additionally, you can create NPCs to fill town roles for minor cases, or they can end up being major pieces for character development and allied aid. For example, Season 1, our players met Charlie Miles. Charlie was not unique specifically to Story 1. He is a player, he's a viewer-created character. He's not even written into the book. So, that entire event was inspired by a supporter. Thank you very much. Now, the questions that I have specifically for my players here, guys. This is for everyone that's not Maggie. Thanks so much, Jen, with our first luck reroll. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, Jen.
We gonna need that, Jen.
Scout slipped away for a few weeks. 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that. Scout came back, and it was just another day. There was no immediate questions of this. Where do you think Scout went? Why isn't Scout revealing that information to the rest of you?
I mean, we know, Scout was pretty clear that they were going to see the creator, right? And that they would. I mean, it's not like we could stop them. It was like they were just gonna go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think if we were to take a guess, I would assume that the creator is Warforged or related to Warforged, and the Warforged have plenty of secrets to keep from people who might be their enemies. I
Sure.
think. So, and we've already learned that Scout can be selectively honest.
yeah.
Yes. Or maybe programmed.
Yeah.
It's another take at it. Yeah.
I think maybe Scout, because I actually think from last season Scout was programmed to like have that one like prime objective really, and I think the same thing. If Scout went to see the creator, maybe they were programmed to maybe forget what the conversations were, or for
Sure.
not tell us. So that's my theory on it.
I like
my
that.
take.
That's pretty strong. That's a safe theory as well.
Yeah.
All right. So then, knowing what we know now, I've got to ask a follow-up. What are the odds that Scout is in cahoots with the Lord of Blades?
50-50.
Really? You think it's okay? That's all right. Based on on what? What would you say? I'm curious.
Scout might not be knowingly. Like, who does the creator work for? Like, is the creator actually this all-seeing God, or is the creator just a human or someone that is working for the Hail of Blades and is programming this innocent bot to not know anything, so it literally can't give up what it's trying to get because it doesn't know. You know?
Yeah. No. I like that.
Yeah. If Scout doesn't know, then
Scout could be anybody's. We just don't know who the creator is.
Yeah.
Because
We don't know what their motivations are.
it could be such a covert thing that even the Lord of Blades disciples don't know, because obviously Saber was vehemently against Scout in the last campaign.
Lord of Blades what do we know about them?
Lord of Blades is believed to be the leader of the rebellious army. Basically, it's like a guerrilla army of Warforged that are fighting for rights. He is regarded specifically as like your BBEG, the big bad evil guy, on one hand, but on the opposite side of that hand, he's really just a Warforged that's fighting for rights for his people. So it's very heavy-handed. It's whatever whatever side you fall on. But that being said, anyone who has declared themselves as a follower of the Lord of Blades declares anybody that is not a Warforged as a flesh walker, a breather. Like it's always derogatory terms. It's never like, yeah, like you're an elf guy, you're a homie, we hang out on the weekends, right? It's always
always with the fucking fascism.
yeah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Couldn't just be like, that's the leader of the resistance. Oh, that's nice. Oh, the fully racist. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they
But
got a lot. They got a lot of
well,
feelings. They have a lot of feelings on the matter. But that's to be unpacked. So, just great. I like that. So the speculation is strong there. This is for everyone that's not Cain. What the hell does it mean? Welcome home, Professor Carpenter.
Do we know about that?
That's in his story. You guys, everybody was privy to the information when I read it out loud. This is me asking you
Right.
as Frost, as Tracy, Maggie, so on and so forth. What does that mean?
I think they used to be a teacher,
Yeah. Basically, they were
and they probably
Professor.
went and retired and tried to like hide away in a hole, and now they have to return.
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, that's what I did. Totally.
So or something.
I was gonna say, maybe
happened.
didn't quite achieve tenure.
Ooh, yeah, maybe something spicy happened.
Maybe he was never gone to begin with.
Ooh,
Ooh.
the real questions here, the real statements. I'm digging it. Was it coincidence that Sam died at his feet?
Doesn't seem like it. Maybe not.
He doesn't think so.
I doubt it,
Okay. All right. I'm here for it. Support that.
because he was the only one who knew the person.
Yeah,
Correct.
It was like their
Fucking know that
apprentice or
guy.
something like
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes. It was in fact his apprentice.
Yeah.
And he had just left a cave after
20 plus
so
years.
long. Like, what are the chances of that happening? Like the one person he knew that he was probably closest to just dying right in front of him. That's kind of odd.
Who's a threat?
This is
maybe somebody is telling you to get back in your fucking cave.
this is for everyone
Maybe.
other than Ivan. What's happening with Scam? With the Sharn Community Alchemy Moguls?
I think his dad got it shut down somehow.
Yeah?
Maybe to cut the cord a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe force him
He's like,
into
"You're gonna
coming
need
and
me."
talking to him.
Yeah, they're getting sued or something. Like
They got
Yeah.
bought out, and now they're getting like lay everybody off.
Okay.
yeah,
Did
it's
you?
just fourth quarter. It's just fourth quarter layoffs. It's just
Yeah, his dad just
gotta
bought
get those
everything, laid
Christmas
everybody
bonuses
off.
for the CEO.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like they're under investigation. I
There's-
feel like shit's about to hit the fan, and he's trying to protect his son, perhaps.
Sure.
But I'm
Okay.
guessing.
That's fair. Now I'm curious. What does Frost think? What's your take on this?
I like the new theory that it was my dad pulling strings. Yeah. Sure. I'm down.
Okay. All right.
He always seems to be wanting to pull strings from the background with IDEO and things like that.
This next one's for everyone other than Sera. Is there any advice that you would offer Sera in this moment when she's basically dropped her sword and shield and become a soul provider, an emotional provider to someone who is believed...
Get it, girl. Bow chicka bow wow.
Believed to be an assassin. What do you think this is about? Why is he incapable of recovering? Is he just stretching this out so he can sort of milk this private service that's being offered to him? What do you think? Give me your shake and shimmy here. Let me see what you got.
What's your advice to give Sera? I want to know.
I just think she's not very righteous to be,
What of your principles?
in bed with someone who takes lives for money. That doesn't seem ethically the best decision.
Maybe Hal
for a
doesn't want to
paladin.
take lives for money. Maybe that's not like maybe there's a little Sarah rubbing off on him.
Fair. Follow your
Look,
heart.
I'm
That's
all
my advice.
for, like, I'm completely here for the sacrificing your upstanding moral character because you like somebody. More crime, more love, do it. I don't fucking care. But I never liked the guy, don't trust him, and it seems like that just being in his vicinity might be dangerous. And
It doesn't seem like he's always trying to assassinate people though. Sometimes he was like watching to protect too,
Right.
right?
Well, you guys
He
know
likes
how
to do
you know how
recon.
you get into
Anju
houses,
doesn't
right?
trust him.
Like, but just out of game, what does it take to get into a house, into a named
Not
house?
very much.
A little B&E.
Oh.
No, not that kind of house. I'm talking the dragon marked houses.
I'm thinking
Oh.
like Hal.
You got to be family, right?
You have to have a dragon mark, whether you
He
like
has
it
a dragon
or not.
mark.
Correct.
He has one.
Regular people don't just get to be accepted into House Fiarlan or House Thorani.
Yeah.
So you have to be dragon marked. Dragon marks are prophecies. They're tattoos that you're born with. Knowing that,
Damn.
do you think maybe you're leaning into something a little correct here? Maybe Hal doesn't want to be an assassin. Sometimes you're just born into it. I would say that some people see that as a stretch, but I think that that's a lot closer to home than not. This last
Like,
one.
oh, I'm so harmed. I can't do my job anymore. Oh no.
Good thing I'm still hot. This is for everyone other than Anju. What is Miagmor? What is the Black Lanterns? What's going on?
Bro, fuck if I know. That's just so confusing.
They're the people that fight the Green Lanterns, right? And the Yellow
Yeah, that's
Lanterns
it.
come in. And
I keep thinking that's what he says. The Black Lantern.
Not
they got their rings.
Quite.
And,
Yeah.
There is a Hal in this story. We haven't found out Hal's last name. It could be a Jordan. Could be. Or a Green Lantern.
Shit, you're right.
I think that they are in cahoots with another faction. Which
Okay.
faction I don't know yet because we have not heard enough details. And my assumption is that the Black Cat probably doesn't want to be found, but has heard of their grandson?
Yes.
Either grandson,
Yes.
grandson's endeavors, and maybe is going to try to incorporate them in the business, the
Okay.
family business. Maybe they want to retire. They want to see if you're worthy to take over.
Yeah. Okay. Cain.
Yeah.
Is the Black Cat alive?
I think so.
You think so? Sera, is the Black Cat alive?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
You think Scout thinks that the Black Cat is alive, or does Scout even really care?
They're on their 9th life.
On their 9th life. That's interesting. I like that take. Ivan, is Miagmor alive, or is it just a legend that surpasses the body?
I think so.
Okay. Now, I think Ben wants Miagmor to be alive, but is Anju like also in the same place? Are you hoping that he's alive, or other here?
I think Anju believes that he's alive. I don't think you know, me out of game, like I could consider the possibility that he's not, but I don't think Anju would be able to see past, you know, he was shocked to find out. I mean, he thought he was dead, and now that he's found out he was alive, he was proper spooked by that whole scenario, and kind of, you know, to have that feeling that your long lost family member is not only alive but pulling the strings and like supposedly trying to get you to stop fucking around. Anju definitely believes that he's alive, and he's extremely focused on finding him.
Yes.
Both out of sort of just out of a fascination, but also kind of out of spite, to be like, oh, you think I can't fucking find you? I'll fucking find you in fucking road, you know? So
noted. I like that. Okay. It's drive. We stand that. All right. So guys, that's it as far as I have for this game. You guys have one luck reroll. Wild magic is on the table, and I will let you know that wild magic will happen today. Just in case anybody outside of this game has no idea what it's about, if at any time someone attempts that has been targeted by wild magic to cast a spell, I will ask them to roll a D1000, and whatever occurs happens. I have no control over it. It just happens. Are you ready?
It's always good.
It's always something. It's always something. Okay.
I'll let you know. It is not always good.
Why don't you guys do me a favor and click on your tokens and then roll initiative, please.
Let's go.
Alrighty.
Gaming indeed.
Fuck. I suck at initiative.
Ooh, we did not have great.
Oh, I'm not an initiative taker. I stay back and watch. And then I run.
Yes.
Get a big number.
Okay.
You big one.
So I've got Cain, Scout, Sera, Ivan, and Anju, along with myself. Looks like, yeesh, I am at the top.
Oh, darn.
Wait, I don't think it's applying my bonus. I should get a +4 to my initiative because I have improved initiative combat.
Let's take a look. Let's see what's going on
Check
here.
Mine did my
This-
+5 modifier, so I should be good.
Yeah.
I have a feat improved initiative.
Yeah, that's going to be adding
Nice.
4 to it. So,
You have to add it in the miscellany.
Miscellaneous?
Or in the
9.
cog.
Enter,
Oh, Grant.
move into descending. I got you. You're taken care of.
Okay. Cool.
Let's go into it here.
Jesus. Okay.
The door swings open from the rear side as each of you were trying to move up the stairs, trying to ascend into, well, Hal's room so far as you can make it. Unfortunately, you didn't make it very far before you heard.
She's been here.
You glance over and you can see that an enormous Warforged, very much in the same vein as Saber, appears. Cutlass, as he's become known. With him stand 5 kobolds. Since I go first in action, the first kobold immediately turns and retreats outside. I need perceptions from everyone.
Oh.
Oof.
Yeah.
Whoa.
19. Anju's in
Okay.
activation mode.
The pupils
He's
are
hiding.
dilated.
Kitty senses.
16, 6, 19, 27, 12. Wow, Anju is just on top of it. Nice. That's a very strong roll. So, Maggie, Ben, I'll even say it's basically it's everyone sans Cain. Everyone is going to get this. Cain, you're not going to hear it. There is a horn that is blown off outside of the building. Your best guess at this point is that something has blown a war horn.
Oh God. I don't know if that's good or bad. Probably bad.
Do we expect that it's that guy that just ran outside?
Strong guess, yeah.
Okay.
Strong
I
guess.
was like, wait a minute, are we all playing dumb here?
Okay, Cain, Cain has not moved from the table. Cain is spotted but not immediately seen. They're looking for a target, and based off of this, nobody's stealthing, nobody's hiding. So, what this looks like? Cutlass turns, glancing around the room before finally seeing Scout.
Scout
in the
waves
arms.
while being held by Sera.
Who has the bag right now?
I have the bag.
That would be Anju.
I know you have Saber's head, but I didn't know if you also had the bag of trinkets.
Oh man, okay, so in Scout's company, it would be Sera and Ivan. Okay, so he points.
Hello, Cutlass.
Bring them down.
He points, and the kobolds immediately turn and start running in your direction. They're fast. They're very swift. They're going to cover some ground here. Let's actually see if they're going to make it all the way over.
Scout looks to where he pointed. Like, who's he talking about?
They're going to try. This guy's going to get up on top of the table. And unfortunately, that's my initiative round. They're not going to be able to move because they're also like drawing and trying to move up to you. And you're just outside of range. It's like a double, right? It's like a double here. So, Anju, you're up at initiative, my friend. What do you do?
Well, my first thought was like, this bag weighs literally nothing. And I'm not saying this is what I want to do because I don't know if it's a good idea anymore. I don't. My first thought was like shoot it as far, like try to secretly and stealthily get it on an arrow and get it upstairs, like as far away as possible.
Sure.
But you moved first, so I feel like they're just gonna see that. I don't know if that's gonna do any good. I might be better off just keeping it on my person. Yeah. So
You could try to ninja pocket it, like sleight of hand. I know that if you're trying to like make it so that they don't see the bag.
yeah, I'm trying to conceal the bag that we got that is related to House Cannith. That's kind of where I'm
Sure.
at.
Sleight of hand it. I'd like a sleight of hand here.
Okay.
Ooh, that
That's
was pretty good.
That's real good. Yeah.
That's
You've
one
been
of my
rolling
gross- that's one of my-
crazy.
Yeah, dude.
It's also
nuts.
I've only been rolling things that I have big extra double on.
Anju's like, this is my forte. Okay, just everybody stand back.
I know I'm staying in my lane.
True.
Okay. With that, do we see anything else from you? We're going to say that you forfeit. You are going to choose your standard or your movement action. I'm going to guess that you'd still like to move, right?
Yeah, God, what would you do? They just moved up on us so fast. I'm like, so all I can do is move?
Yeah, I mean, you can either take a physical action right now and forfeit your move, or you can take you can take a move action because you're not really going to be able to take both at this point with you attempting to hide this.
Right. Okay. Fucking cornered over here. Okay. Indecision. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Could I Okay, I'm envisioning it. They're up on the table. I'm gonna try to like, go around the other side of the table. In the movies, when one person's on one side of the table and the other person's on the other side, and you're like doing this. I'm gonna go over towards Cain and try to. I don't like being cornered here, and my instinct is gonna be to get over here as much as I can. So, because I don't like my odds here.
Got it.
How do I check a distance?
There is a ruler on the left-hand side. Measure.
Right. Oh, here it is. Okay. How much can I move?
30.
30.
You can move 30. Ivan, you will be next.
Yo, if I try to run away, am I in attack opportunity range?
You could basically retreat at this point. You could take a retreat step and remove yourself from combat if you desire.
I mean, there's 5 of them,
There are.
and they're only gonna be swinging at me right now.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
It's nothing personal.
Pathfinder combat hurts.
It's unforgiving.
Yeah.
Are we gonna?
Yeah, I'm gonna like get over. Can I get on the other side of this table? Like,
Sure, yeah, I would say that you can.
and just do a little kip over it in front of.
So it's
Cain here.
it's difficult to get like around this table here, right? Like there's a guy on top of the table.
Yes, there is a guy on top of the table. He did in fact move.
Right.
To the top of it. You could go around if you wanted to. If you wanted to take an option as like a retreat step, you can.
I wanted to ask a pretty crazy question.
Hit me with it. What you got?
Just tell me to shut up. Is there anything on the ceiling that something could attach to?
Yeah, it's likely there's some sort of like chandelier.
Yeah. Could I throw my grappling scarf up there and attach to it and try to like swing away?
Yeah, of course. Why not? That sounds awesome. Can you cue up the
Yeah, let's
grappling
do that.
scarf so I can know exactly what that does for me again?
I'm just imagining the dialogue immediately. Just whoa. Just, hey, whoa.
Standard action. It's 1 minute per level. A scarf that you're wearing frays at the end into a hook-like shape and can extend to incredible lengths. Although your scarf retains its weight, its frayed ends function as a grappling hook that can be thrown with a range increment of 20 feet. Your scarf elongates to 100 feet for the first time it is thrown during its spell's duration. Regardless of its apparent material, it is as strong and as easy to climb as a knotted silk rope. At the end of its duration, the scarf detaches and returns to its former shape, fluttering down from its position, if you haven't retrieved it already. All right, my friend.
So I
You
kind of wanted
cast-
to just like grab onto something up top, swing away.
So your grappling scarf, you're going to cast a spell. It's a standard action, so you basically turn your scarf with its standard action. It requires, let's see here, verbal and somatic components. So what does this look like? If you could say, if you have anything that you say to basically summons this, what does that look like?
I gotta think of something to say. Oh wow. I mean, it would definitely it would come off in like one clean whipping motion, right?
Sure.
Like I would probably like reach around and it would come off and the lasso would just come out perfectly all in the same breath. Fuck, I don't know what I would say.
Go gadget.
Yeah.
Damn, Marv.
Like it's not like I'm just saying a witty line. Like I'm
Sure.
saying that
It's an activation.
like
yeah,
a
it's an
spell.
activation of the scarf.
I put him on the spot. I love it.
Yeah, what the hell? I hate this. I'm drawing a blank. I'm
Then-
looking
then
at
think
chat
on
right
it.
now,
Then-
waiting for something.
Then just think on it. Think on it still.
Okay.
In this moment, you kind
Okay.
of summons it. It just kind of like flutters out of your mouth. You mutter it under your breath, but you know it's going to work. You've done this a few times at this point. You extend it out. It lassos up and connects. You've succeeded. It connects up to the chandelier. Move action.
You know, this reminds me of what's that? She's like a little ladybug. She's like a superhero that's a ladybug, and she has like a magical item every time, and she uses. Come on, someone's got to know.
I know
don't-
who you're referring to, but I forget
Yeah.
their name.
I can see the
Very
character.
obscure references tonight. This is great.
Yes.
Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Miraculous.
Oh.
That's her.
Okay, all right. Miraculous. You know, I have no idea. I've never seen that.
She's a superhero.
Yes. Miraculous.
I love it. That's sick. Now, sir, if you'd like to, you can give me an acrobatics. I'm going to give you a major advantage on this because you have the means to do so. Give me an acrobatics check. I'll add, for the sake of this, and unbeknownst to them, I'm going to give you a circumstance bonus of 6. Add 6 to your roll. So click acrobatics. We'll just add 6 to it.
Okay.
That's not hot. That is not hot. Mostly because your acrobatics is bad. You have a -1.
Yeah, this isn't good, man. I picked a bad thing to do.
I mean, it's a surprise. Do you want to reroll?
It'll be fun.
No, I think this is great.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not gonna expect this shit.
They're not going to expect this. And
They're not
by
gonna expect this
surprise,
fashionable man.
it's not going to look good, right? Like
So we're seeing it extend and grapple.
it extends, it grapples up. His scarf literally stretches out like 20 or 30 feet. And, like it hits up a part of the
This is
ceiling
the
and it
pretty
loosens
pink
up around
scarf,
it.
right?
Yeah, it's the,
Yeah.
it's the
Like a
pink,
bright-
the
yeah.
gaudy pink scarf. I feel like Anju,
Yeah, Scout wants one.
Anju under his breath is just, what the fuck?
As it connects your acrobatics, we are adding 6 to it. It's 11. You know what? For the sake of entertainment, give me an even or an odd.
Odd.
Odd it is. You will succeed. It is not your most graceful, but you can move 30 feet.
Okay. All right. I mean, I would assume that the chandelier is like probably someone in the center, so I would probably be swinging like this, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll land right there then.
Okay.
Sure.
You move
Oh,
to the
over
opposite
me?
side. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I land on the piano like a really cool guy?
Of course. What if? Yes, definitely. You can land on the. Of course. Who am I to say no to that? You land just atop the
He
piano.
sits down and begins playing the piano.
There's an audible brung as you land. You can hear many of the keys stroke. Some of them even rupture under the surprise weight of you falling. Cain. What does Cain do?
All right.
I love this. I love the measuring. It's my favorite part of this.
Gonna move here. And I'm gonna cast Summon Monster on the top of the table.
I really wish you could. I'm gonna need you to roll a D1000 for me.
Yeah.
1,000?
It's a D1000.
Damn.
Yeah,
Welcome-
D1000.
Welcome to Wild Magic.
I rolled 1,000.
You rolled a
What?
1,000? No, wait, hold on.
No, you just put in the number
Whoa.
1,000.
Oh wait.
Okay.
Slash
okay.
R.
Okay.
Okay.
He did
D&D,
okay.
it's only a
Okay.
D100.
D1000. My bad.
There we
Okay,
go.
332.
Holy fuck.
That
was
would've
gonna
been
say,
sick,
I've
though.
literally
cool.
never
That's still
seen
almost cool.
never seen a single person ever roll a 1,000. Who's your
Oh,
target?
you're gonna see it.
The cobalt on the table, I guess.
The kobold on the table. Wow. Okay. Talk about potent. What were you trying? You're trying to cast summon monster on the
Yep.
table.
Yeah,
to fight
to
this
get it,
kobold.
well, to get it on the table. Yeah.
Okay. So this
Yep.
is what this looks like. It's 332. As you cast this spell, you're verbal and somatic. You turn, you spin the staff. There's a brief flourish before this magic sort of erupts from the staff, but it's not like you had anticipated. What were you trying to summon?
Fire beetle.
A fire beetle. Okay.
Yeah.
Where a fire beetle should have materialized on this plane, what instead happened was the air fluttered, like almost like you're peering at heat coming off the top of a car or black asphalt at this point. And there is a rip in your vision in the heat. And an arm reaches out, this blackened, writhing tentacle, wraps its tentacle around the neck of the kobold and tears it into another plane of existence. There's a scream and an echo as the rip remains to the right side of the tavern. Kobold is never to be seen again.
Cain? Is that... I didn't know you could do that.
What the hell is this?
I'm gonna move back here and in my turn.
That wasn't on purpose?
Sera.
Nothing to worry about.
Don't fucking lie to me, old man.
332.
I can fix it.
332 is called imprisoned. Target is permanently imprisoned on another plane.
Damn, I
So
should've done
they're
that to
just gone?
Cutlass.
Well,
That kobold is gone.
if
Having a
rip-
bad time.
if that tear in existence is still there, we can maybe dump the rest of them in there. You know, that's my
Okay.
plan.
All right.
Um.
What does Sera do?
Well, I'm still holding Scout, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
you're holding Scout.
Scout, what do you want to? If I release you, do you want to turn into one of your flying forms? I could just toss you. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna just toss Scout.
Is there a direction that you toss Scout?
Toward the Warforged?
Okay.
Ready to attack?
All right. So you do so. Do you draw your sword and shield?
I do. Once I toss Scout.
Scout.
Mm-hmm.
You are being thrown. I'm not going to make this. It's not going to take your movement action. It's not going to take your standard action. Scout, there is a problem. Where you're thrown at the Warforged, just north of it, parallel to it even,
Oh dear.
there is now a rip in the plane, in the material plane where you currently are at. And as you immediately warp into your hawk form, you feel
I
something
was
begin
gonna
to
go
siphon.
into my cheetah form. But
Oh.
I
Oh.
If that's what you want to do,
I was gonna flying
if-
cheetah.
even if you do that, you're still gonna feel this. There is a
Yeah, yeah.
siphoning effect. As you're soaring through the air, just twisting and contorting to your form, you notice that the candle is sucked into this nebulous dark void. A cup and a plate flips up and disappears as well.
So let's all jump in there just to make Bub have to rewrite a whole fucking campaign. This is awesome.
Let's just go there.
That would be so sad.
We finally got him.
Sera, you've thrown Scout, you've drawn your weapon. Scout, you have gone into cheetah form, yes?
Yeah,
Okay, you move into cheetah form.
I'm flying Transformer style into. Ooh.
Okay, what do you do here? Do you try to attack? Do you try to leap over them?
Scout is trying to like land on the head and then jump behind.
Okay, I'm gonna need a reflex, and I'm also gonna need to know your armor class.
Armor class 15 AC
Okay.
for cheetah, and my reflex save 15.
15. Wow, nice.
Just 15 all around. Making it easy.
To your surprise,
Basically giving flank potentially.
you are not struck by the Warforged. The Warforged, for some reason, is okay with you using him as a platform to leap over. That doesn't stop the ones below from attempting to attack you. I'm gonna see what it's gonna take for them to hit you here. I don't think they have very good modifiers for what it's worth, but I felt like I should let you know that. All right. Yeah, that's not hot. No, I don't foresee it happening. But
Alright.
hey,
Ew.
so here's the first. Nope. Here's the second. And no.
Ooh, close.
They strike up with
A
their
little
short
claw.
swords and daggers, and it seems to like rake across your body, but has no effect whatsoever. It just scores, but nothing so far as you can tell. Scout, you have moved. If you'd like to, you can move again.
No.
You want to? Okay, I got you. Sounds good.
I'm hopefully. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. She just tossed me, so I'm here.
I got you.
It's technically Sarah's turn.
The kobolds. They move up. You were holding Scout. You're clearly a problem. The Warforged turns, seeing the kobolds have Sera, at least immediately, handled. He takes a 2-step leap onto the table, and he tries to swing down over the top of Anju. Attempts to. So let's start with the kobolds as they take their attacks on Sera. Sera, I know your AC is decent, so you let me know.
Indeed.
I don't think any of that hits.
No, none of those hit.
I didn't think so. I didn't think that was going to be the place for it. So each of them strike out. One seemingly like draws back a short bow, releasing an arrow. The other two seem to rake across your shield multiple times, but are incapable of breaking your defense. This guy might be a different story, though. As he's leapt onto the table, he rears up this hammer and tries to swing directly down on top of you, Anju. Let's see if this breaks your AC. Does 16 beat your AC?
It does not.
Is that
18?
You have an 18. Wow, huge, massive. To his surprise, I need perceptions, please, from everyone.
I have a different perception now.
I finally don't.
22.
I've been killing
finally
it.
do not see it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Magitech.
my eyes are closed because I dodged.
It's this isn't a sight. It's not a sight base. It's a sound. So it's gonna go to Sera. It's gonna go to Ivan, and it's gonna go to Cheetah Scout. You can overhear the sounds of kobold rabble as it is running in the direction of the anvil. There are many voices, so far as you can tell. You're not sure how many, but there are many. Anju, it is your turn.
Sorry, I was just staring at the tear in reality.
Yeah.
I just imagine it hissing and. Okay. What do I do here? Fuck. I mean, I feel like I'm fully in. So I've got the bag fully hidden. I've also got the head under my cloak as well, right? I'm carrying a lot of important things here. I feel like Anju would be very threatened by this man because we saw what he did. We saw what his brother did to Hal, and like I'm not really trying to pick that fight currently.
Of course.
And so can I think I'm going to back up since he didn't manage to hit me. Can I do like what's the difference between like running and walking and all that? Does that matter at all?
I mean, yeah, it does. If you run, you're gonna make it further in a 6-second period than if you walk.
Sure. I'm gonna back up.
Okay.
To put some distance. I'm gonna back up as much as I can to put some distance between me and the big guy, and like, I don't know, try to talk him out of it. Like, let's just talk about this. Like, because I don't really know what's fucking going on.
Sure. You 5-foot step back and you try. You've got 36 words that you can say on your turn.
What does Anju even say here? You know what? I think he's okay. He's gonna try to use the wild magic to sort of intimidate. I'm gonna gas up Cain as the super powerful fucking wizard and be like, all right, listen, big guy, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you're doing here, but we can just talk about this. You saw what happened to your friend. My friend back here is a super powerful wizard. He's got way more where that came from.
That's about all you're gonna get in this. Give me a bluff. That's pretty strong. 20 is great. 20 is great. You're not sure how that lands with him just yet. You'll find out more on his turn. Ivan.
How long is everybody's turns?
6 seconds.
Okay. My scarf is still active for a little bit, right?
Yes. Yes.
Can I grab it down from the ceiling and then use it to try to like actually grapple him? The grapple cutlass.
A little bit more difficult to do because you can pull it down and throw, but it's a double standard. I'm gonna let you sacrifice your move so that you can pull it down and then try to throw again to catch him. The problem is it's gonna move to CMB versus CMD, right? It's basically a tug of war. Whoever has the higher roll here. Is that something you want to try?
Absolutely.
Okay, then click on your dexterity. This is what I want to see. I want to see if you're able to even hit his flat here. So click dex. I'm gonna add 1 for this, and let me check his flat. See if it's gonna hit.
I would use my luck reroll here because this would be pretty cool if it landed.
Oh yeah.
Should I go ahead? And...
If you'd like to, this is a good opportunity.
Fuck.
Fucking A, dude.
That's all good. I tried something.
It's true. It's true. You're able to kind of like lop it over the top of him, but you notice the hook mechanism itself doesn't seem to catch into anything.
At least I didn't land it on him and then he just yanked me to the floor. At least it missed. And it wasn't the second part where he just destroys me in a tug of war game.
Yet.
Yet?
Yeah.
I can let go at this point.
You can in fact. You can do you want to?
If it misses, yeah.
You definitely know that it's not gonna land. You can't even feel like when you try to give it a brief yank, it like just kind of sails over his shoulder and doesn't seem to hook into anything.
Cool.
Cain.
Yep. I'm gonna try another spell, I think.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wait, is it all day he has wild magic?
No, it's
really
uses.
know.
There are uses, and the first has been used.
Cast magic missile.
Target.
Cutlass.
Okay, roll a D1000.
Okay.
This is courtesy of Pharmecius. The first was courtesy of SlothPrime.
849.
849 is pretty high.
It is fun to have a wizard with wild magic happening.
Is it? You say that now.
Well, it's eventful.
Yes.
They've been
I
pretty
was that
mild
wizard
so
before.
far.
Yeah.
Yeah, how come Cobalt's getting all the mild ones and the helpful ones? Meanwhile, I was just making awful things happen for our party.
I was just about to ask you if you would like to re-roll.
Uh-oh.
That means
No,
it's
you
not
don't.
good.
No, you don't.
I'm having
Do
flashbacks
it.
to Lava Tornado.
I like to re-roll it.
Sure.
Okay,
You
go
say
ahead.
no. What about everybody else?
I mean, your
I'm
your
up for
choice
whatever
here.
you're feeling, homie. It
I
is
think-
your wild magic.
I think Bub said it for a good reason.
I will roll one more time.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna duck, obviously. Cat like reflexes.
Let's see.
70.
Can we go 69 for rule of cool?
So cool. So close. One away.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, that's somehow better. All right, my friend. Your magic missile. It seems to fizzle as it erupts from the front end of your staff, but instead of completely falling to nothingness, something strikes the target, embedding itself in the depths of an arcane spectrum. Where you were expecting him to take damage, he shifts back briefly, falling to his rear foot, and you hear the table itself begin to crack. As the table cracks, Cutlass begins to grow in size.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ah, yes. The super mushrooms.
Buffing the enemies.
Maybe do it again. Maybe it'll shrink him this time.
I think that's all my
Cain.
spells for the day, I think.
You have
Well, I'm
cantrips.
spent.
Yep.
You still have cantrips.
Not quite what I had
Yeah,
in
I
mind.
can
What is
wrench him.
what is Cain's
You can make him smell like a fart.
reaction to that?
What is Cain's reaction?
That's not supposed to do that.
Hey, him growing does get him closer to the portal.
True. For what it's worth, mechanically, as he increases in size, his strength is going to go up. It will make it easier for him to strike you. The downside for him is his AC actually drops. He becomes easier to hit. That's great news. And it's also terrible news.
I run away and hide behind Miriam.
Behind Miriam.
Sera.
Behind Miriam, that's great.
Sera, what do you do here?
Oh my god. Am I? Yeah. Can I just attack?
Of course you can.
Yeah, and smite. How does smite work in Pathfinder?
Once per day,
Hopefully it works well.
you can
You
declare
have
a
to
target.
call a target out, right? Yeah.
If that target is evil, you are going to gain bonuses. You'll add your charisma bonus to your attack rolls, and add your paladin level to all damage rolls made against the target of their smite.
All right.
Don't you have a thing that can tell if they're evil or not?
I
You
can.
have to actively do that? Or is that passive?
I can detect evil.
Correct.
Is it active or passive?
SP, is that
At will, a paladin can use detect evil as the spell. Paladin can, as a move action, concentrate to a single item or individual within 60 feet and determine if it is evil. That will stop your move. Like you won't get to move.
Yeah, I guess I don't need to smite then.
Just gonna chance it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, actually, I'll just chance it, and if it doesn't work, the smite doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But I will go ahead and try to position myself so I'm kind of away from this, and then Cutlass, and attack.
Okay.
It ends now.
All right.
Bold claim.
Courtesy of his size category now shifting up from nearing on huge, at least in weight properties alone, you will get a circumstantial bonus. It is flank bonus.
Oh.
And that's
Cool.
cut specifically through Scout. Scout is gonna. Okay, yeah, that's gonna hit. That is definitely going to hit.
All right.
Okay, so your longsword damage is gonna come out as 7. Let's add your bonus here. Increases 2 points of damage per level per paladin possesses. Okay, so it's gonna be 4? It's gonna be 4. You're gonna add 4 on top of that, so that's 11 damage. You come out swinging.
Does his health go up from growing, or is it just his strength?
It's mostly strength. It's primarily strength. His
Is it
dexterity is gonna
enlarge?
It's something. It's very similar to enlarge. Yes. At
I
least
have something like that.
it wasn't enrage. That would have been terrible. So, you bring this down. Describe what this looks like. How do you connect here? You are gonna succeed in your smite.
It's awesome. So Sera, in calling out his name, calling out her target, runs in and just a slight hint of glimmer from her blade that hits directly into Cutlass with the smite. You see a determination in her eyes when she does this.
Yeah.
And it's, I like to think it's kind of like, she does it kind of like a Sailor Moon, like a Sailor Scout, where she just does it very stylistically.
I got you.
And yes.
Major aesthetic. I dig it. That's perfect.
It is all about the aesthetic.
It's so pretty.
You succeed in this strike, and you've certainly drawn his ire, as you can see this very visible score rain down the top of the shoulder, across the arm, and down his own side. This is likely the first bit of real damage that he has seen in quite a large amount of time. You're certain that even for a brief moment, that his mechanical brows furrow and fixate on you.
Oh boy.
Scout.
Now it's target.
I'm in
Tee-hee.
danger.
Scout is kind of looking around and a little confused because Cutlass didn't attack Scout, and Cutlass was giving Scout like advice and talking to them, so it didn't feel like they were an enemy
Right.
to Scout. But now Sera's attacking them, so it's a little confusing for Scout. This tear that's opening up in this space is intriguing. What is going on with that right now? Is it continuing to expand, or is it like getting smaller?
Give me new perception.
Okay.
It does not
13
appear
is not
to
good.
be broadening. It is not stretching any further. However, there are moments, it's brief, that you see something shifting, moving. It's unclear. It's a very ambiguous moment. You're not certain if it's alive or if it's passing by something else, but you think for a second that there is something on the opposite side of that peering through, and you just witnessed a kobold get pulled through by something else.
Okay.
You're not sure how long this lasts.
And I know Hal's upstairs, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think Scout is going to go scout for Hal.
For Hal, you want to retreat for Hal. I got you.
Yeah.
How about this?
Okay.
I mean, Hal was very useful in
He
combat
was.
before.
True.
Can I go quickly up the stairs? How far can I go?
You're a cheetah.
I have 50 feet of movement.
Yeah, you're a
and I
cheetah.
can sprint.
You know what? I'll say that in your full round, you'll be able to get upstairs to the door.
Okay.
You
Who's
can
the
still
door?
talk, right? You can still talk.
Over the doors.
Let's just go. We're just gonna keep you right there because everything else kind of bends around very weirdly. But yeah, you make your way upstairs. You know the door. Sera's come out of this door at least a dozen times. You know which door it is. What do you do? Do you holler? Do you scratch?
I think Scout scratches the door like
Oh
a
my-
cat.
You can still talk. So
Oh yeah, I can talk. I think Scout will say,
Hale, please hurry. We need your assistance.
okay.
Assistance required. Hale.
I dig it. Scout is probably not great at asking for help. Help is probably not a core term there that I think Scout has used much. Assistance required though.
No.
I dig it. Top of the initiative line. Perceptions,
Oh,
please.
is that you?
From
Is
everyone.
that you? What'd you say?
Top perception, please, from everyone.
I'm assuming not me though.
No, even you.
Oh. I guess I'm up above from the railing.
Oh yeah, there was that fucking war.
Very good. Everyone is going to hear. Everyone but Scout will see that 4 more kobolds break into the building, entering into the fray. You're
man.
Oh
quickly
boy.
becoming outnumbered.
We're in trouble.
Cutlass, wielding his hammer, brings 2 hands up. He brings it
Did
up in
his hammer
such
grow too?
force. Yeah. Oh yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm just clarifying in my head how this is looking.
Comes up
He has
with,
like a tiny hammer.
with such size and force.
His hammer actually gets smaller as he grows.
His hammer connects with the chandelier that's above. And as he attempts to swing down upon you, let's see if it actually hits. This is he's gone to 2-hand motion now.
The
Who is he
chandelier-
attempting to hit?
I assume it's above me.
It's above him.
Oh,
All right. You said your AC was it's big. 19?
mine is 17.
17. Here we go.
Oh!
I'm gonna re-roll.
Okay.
Oh man. Unlucky.
How is mine higher than yours? That's wild.
You
Oh, it is.
have insane dexterity.
Dex. The dex
Your
space
dexterity is
AC.
nuts.
right.
Plus-
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
a +10 to the roll. Bub's just rolling poorly.
Really bad.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this
That's a bad
could
roll
be
for me.
bad for
That's
us.
a really bad roll for me.
He's a clumsy.
Yeah.
He's the big.
He's
clumsy-
adjusting.
Getting used
Yeah,
to his
that's
new
true.
size.
He did. He's not used to the size. Yeah.
He's adjusting.
The
He
whittle.
he brings his hammer up, right, as he attempts to swing this down. And it gets stuck. And he feels it gets stuck. So instead he tries to swing with his hand and punch you.
Is it bad that I feel bad for Cutlass?
Don't feel bad for
He's having an awfully weird fight happen to him. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that'll connect.
That's gonna
He's
connect
doing
for
his
sure.
best.
Don't give me a sucker punch.
Max damage. Take oh, not max, one off. So take 8 points of damage. I need a reflex, please.
Oh. Yeah. One moment as I find that on the
On the sheet?
character sheet.
Yeah. Should be on the
There
left hand
it
side.
is.
Not exceptional. That's not great. So what this is gonna look like here? As he attempted to swing at you, he felt this connect and get stuck in the chandelier. And in that moment, it's just frustration and rage, and he reels out, striking you with a straight left. And as he hits you, your body is sent soaring over the countertop. Thrown back over here. Now, I need... Give me a new reflex. I want to make sure that you hold on to your weapon here.
God.
Probably not gonna be great.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I set your DC at 10 for this. You were incapable of staying upright, but you were basically knocked, ass over kettle, sent storming right over the top of this. You take 8 points of damage. The kobolds are now moving in to attack, but they're still trying to figure out targets, so they're not going to get very far on this one. These guys over here, however, are going to move. It's going to be pretty far for them. I'm going to give one of them an attack. What is your AC? Ivan.
15.
Okay, this is not strong for them. 14. Great. Nice. We love to see it. We love to see that. Anju.
Hi.
You can see the numbers are mounting. Everyone can also see and hear the sound of the siphon has become a whistling. It's starting to grow in density of its pull. Chairs are starting to rock and shake. You have no idea how long. Miriam is actually right next to you right now, Sera. She's watching from behind the counter, and she doesn't know what to make of the events.
Miriam, get out of here.
She's just awestruck.
She's shocked. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like a life's work for her. She's established everything
Yeah.
here at this place, and in moments it's being destroyed.
Yeah. Run, Miriam.
Anju, what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, seeing the reinforcements arrive. Yeah, I mean, Anju's just gonna say, we gotta get the fuck out of here. We gotta get out of here. Like, what option? Do I see any exits besides the door?
No, you don't. There is a rear window, but you know that it leads into the belly of Sharn.
Also, I'm assuming my conversation was simply cut short by the embiggening and the swinging and the swording.
It was the sorting, really. The sorting really did it.
It kind of got aggroed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, diplomacy seems to be out of the question.
I mean, you just witnessed Sera get knocked like 10 feet back, like her back strike the counter, break part of the counter as she's sent over the top of it.
Can I shoot the fucking chandelier and drop it on his head? Just to try to buy some time here. Like, can I?
If you do that, I will let you know that you will only be stuck with a 30-foot movement, and you have to get out that door. You're certain you have to get out that door.
Yeah, I do have all of the fucking goods. I don't want to abandon my friends. Oh, it's But it would be so cool.
Do you have an exit strategy? Do you guys have an alternate place to meet? If you were to all flee right now, where would you go?
Ivan's house.
Yeah, where else is there?
Yeah,
My brain
Ivan's
has a,
room.
Yeah.
Does Sera know where Ivan's room is?
Did I go back with you? I don't think I was led to go with you guys, so I wouldn't know where it is.
You would need to be led.
Yeah.
Are there any places? Are there any places that we know that we can go that we can communicate without them knowing?
We could
where
find
it is?
each other.
I'm sure if we got split up.
We could all go to the place where we were supposed to meet Saber.
I mean, they would know where that is too. And that's also a while away. I was not a.
It's outside of Sharn.
The police station.
Like if I say meet me at Ivan's place, like, is that, what are the odds that they're gonna be that these guys are gonna know where it is? I guess they wouldn't, but I mean,
The only other place would be like the guard tower where we met the chief, but they would know where that is. But would they go there with all those guards there?
where's you're saying in an inn, or you have like an actual?
I have an apartment.
Okay, so you actually, I mean, is there a lot of it's not like you live in the only residential place in the city, is kind of what I'm asking.
I live in the middle of a dormitory.
Okay.
I mean, I might know where that is at least.
You figure it out, yeah.
And so I could ask around, like, do you know where Ivan Freely's room is?
Yeah.
Yeah, just ask any of the ladies. They would know.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Or
so-
Idio.
But I mean, 30 feet's pretty far. I mean, like,
And if 30 feet's pretty far.
30 feet gets me out the door.
The thing is, if you move to retreat, if you take your round to take a retreat action, they won't get attacks of opportunity on you. You're fleeing. If you decide that you want to take an action and then move 30, they get a chance to respond. And response isn't like a Michigan J. Frog moment, right? They're like, these guys are going to attack you.
Like all three of them?
Well,
or like the guy on the table?
Yes.
I feel like I'd take the guy on the table. I just really want to shoot that fucking chandelier. I'm gonna have my cake and eat it too.
I mean, you can try. You can try, my guy.
All right.
I can't stop.
I
you,
mean,
but you
how
gotta
much
make a decision.
damage is it gonna be?
It's a great point. It's a wooden chandelier.
Yeah. I'm stuck. I'm thinking video game, and I need to be thinking protect the package. All right. Yeah, I'm going to retreat. I've got all the.
You flee.
I have sized up the situation, and I flee. And before I go, I mean, Ivan's standing right next to me, and I'll just, I'll just tell Ivan, like, meet me at your place. We've got to get out of here. Get everyone out safely. Like, just fucking, I'm out. I don't know if vault over the fucking table or whatever.
Give me an acrobatics. I want to see you get out of here.
Okay. Do some. Roll me an acrobatics for vague roguey shit.
That's great. Question is, do you go above the table or below it?
Below's cooler.
Below is cooler.
And it's what a cat would do.
Yeah, I'll slide feet first. Still and I'm like still clutching the head.
Like a baseball
the wrapped
slide.
head. Yeah, but
Got it.
Yeah. Slide feet first while clutching the head, pull my head back at the last second and all that fun stuff.
In a moment's
And then I'm
notice,
back up on my feet.
everyone can witness that his head dips low. He glances around, and then it's like lightning. He's very, very equipped to do this rapidly. So he bolts, takes a dive under the table, and doesn't even break stride as he comes out the other side. The table is a bit rickety from the movement of the chairs. It surprises the kobold on top of it, but he comes to a stance and continues running. He mentioned something to Ivan. Not sure what that might be, but he's done it. Ivan, it's your turn.
God, I was gonna do some really fucking cool shit if you stuck around, man. I was gonna do some really fucking cool shit. Where's my scarf? Because I'm gonna need that if I'm leaving.
It's probably not far from you. You just
You
dropped
think
it
it's
at
like
your
at
feet.
my feet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like what I wanted to do, if everybody's gonna stick around, I was gonna do like some Hoth shit. I was gonna try to take down the big guy by tripping him up.
Okay. I mean,
That would have been cool.
you could still try.
I could still try with the fucking 7 guys.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Does it take an action for me to like pick it up?
You know what? I'll let you do this free action.
Okay. Because I would like to pick it up and then try to swing my ass out of there, just like I got to there. I mean, I am on a piano, so I'm like, I got a little bit of height on these guys.
Yeah, of course. What are you trying to attach it to something else, or are you just grabbing this and bolting out?
I'm trying to attaching this to the chandelier again and like swinging out like over top of the guy and getting out the door.
All right. Sure enough. You
I do have a line now though.
go for it. Let's hear it.
There you go.
Oh god, that's so cringe. So it has to be said with the accents. Like a boa, let's a go.
God, I love
Sorry,
you.
with the strength of a boa. It's supposed to be with the strength of a boa. Sorry, it's
This is great.
it's cringy.
You never cease to
It's the
amaze.
strength.
The strength of a boa.
Let's
a
a
go.
go.
You and sure enough, it rinds out straight to the chandelier above, and I want an acrobatics. Let's hear from you.
Is there anything else I can do except acrobatics?
That's a great question. What else would you like to try
The
here?
swing on stuff that's very
Self
acrobatics.
bluff.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh, what about this? Fuck!
Oh.
Hey, fly. Hey, no.
Fly is unfortunately not going to work here.
All right, I guess I rolled a 5.
It doesn't look graceful, right? It's not going to look great compared to someone that is, naturally compelled to do this. You're certain that you could see another character like Anju. Anju would be able to do this with grace. He's very dexterous. But you're making the best out of the situation. It's rough. It's surprise even. It's also very difficult considering that the Warforged weapon is bound up inside of this. So you're sort of like shaky and losing footing the entire way out. But you're able to get onto the top of the table, you pull this down, and you start your retreat. You get 30 feet out. It's not very far, but it's far enough away that you do not feel like you are immediately in danger. So you're gonna get out to about just in front of this place. About right there.
Cool.
Cain!
Yep.
What do you do here?
Cain is a
Everybody's
hostage at this
running,
point.
huh?
Everybody's running, yeah.
I guess I can't see what's going on because I'm gone.
Dude, I can't even make it out the door.
Your movement's 60. You could.
Oh, is it?
You could just, you're just gonna get attacked.
Yeah, if you dash, because dashing is an action, right?
Yeah, you're declaring that it's flee. You're fleeing from combat. So it's gonna double your movement. So it's gonna go. Thank you. There. And then 50 out. So at the end of the round, you'll be like steps down further away from your ally. So not too terribly far, but not as far as you might like to. Is that what you would like to do here?
We could gamble on
I
some wild
want an
magic.
acid dart, but
Do it. What's
We all
stopping
know
you?
what you want to do.
the 7 kobolds are stopping me. In my fleeing group.
Yeah.
Listen, for the record, Anju's not happy that he had to flee. All right.
Yeah, kitties like to fight.
He
I
just.
could try to talk to him.
I tried that.
I'm
did
not
try
very
that.
diplomatic. Okay, I guess I'll try to run out.
Full round?
Yep.
You got it. 60 feet. You're gonna be right about there. Sera.
Do I take attacks or?
No, you're literally fleeing. You can flee
Okay.
without worrying about this kind of thing.
Gotcha.
What does Sera do here?
Portal will finish them.
How many patrons and people are left? I'm not gonna leave without getting all these people out.
Oh, people bounced. I know that there are tokens there that distribute them, but it's Miriam.
Okay, I'm gonna grab Miriam and get out.
Okay.
Or at least try to get her out. I'm gonna try to get her out. I'm actually not leaving the scene just yet. I do want to make sure Scout is safe, and but I'm at least gonna try this turn. I'm gonna try to get Miriam out.
Okay. Where are you taking Miriam?
Good question. There's no back. I mean, back
The closest
entrance.
thing that you might have to get around Cutlass is to bound up the stairs where you saw Scout retreat to. There are windows on the second story.
Okay. Yeah, I think that might be an option then. I'm gonna grab her and head for the stairs.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna grab, and I'm gonna have you turn and basically flip up the arm on this. So in the grabbing this, it's gonna take your standard. So you're gonna get 30 feet from this point. And it's gonna send you basically midway up the steps. That's about how far you're gonna get. You can hear the scratching sound as you near these steps, but you've grabbed onto Miriam, you flipped up the arm of the table, and you started running. As you make it past the arm of this table, you see the chairs centered around the fire. They're slowly starting to pull back closer to that table where that tear is, that rip.
Okay.
Even Miriam sees it, but she's slack-jawed. She has no idea what to make of what's going on right now. We're talking moments have passed. This is 18 seconds, guys. Still less than a minute. But you move, you grab Miriam, and go ahead and move your token over to where you see Scout. Scout, you're hollering out. You're yelling for help. 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 Give me perception.
Well, I don't say help.
Oh, well,
But-
assistance required. Assistance required.
You want me to perception?
Please, perception.
Yeah. This is in my cheetah form, though. Not as perceptive. 18.
You hear movement inside, and the door opens after just a few seconds. And Hal is there. He's not readily prepared. He's wearing just like a soft linen tunic, what you might expect someone to rest in. And he sees you there in cheetah form, and his eyes kind of widen for a second in surprise before they furrow back down. What's wrong?
It appears there are 7 to 8 enemy targets.
And he looks past you through the opening. What you can see here is the the banister, where he sees somehow a larger version of what just shoved him through a stone pillar. And as his eyes go back to widening, his jaw starts to fall. It's not just that there's another one, but it's one that's twice the size. The trauma sets in. You can see it. My turn. My friend here, Cutlass. He turns, and he tries to strike out the upper banister nearest you, Scout. As he knows that's where Sera has retreated with the proprietor of the establishment. Let's see if he can attack. Oh my god, I critical failed.
Fall into the portal. Fall into the portal. Fall into the portal.
That's a critical fumble. That would be terrible. Absolutely terrible news. All right.
Damn it, I should have done the Hoth shit.
Terrible for who?
Terrible for me and any potential connection for Scout. All right. Here we go. This is melee attack. Oh, my cards are upside down. His weapon is dropped. His weapon is dropped and he's left flat-footed for the round. So he attempts to swing. It remains stuck in the chandelier, and his hand slips off of this as it falls straight to the floor. And here's the surprise, right? To fall into flavor. As the weapon starts to fall, Because it has left his grasp, it shifts back to medium-sized weapon. It's what you guys would see as a normal-sized weapon. And before it hits the ground, it's sucked into that nebulous void. That 13-pound mace just whipped into the void. The kobolds are starting to back up. Some of their arrows are leaving their bow staffs. He attempts to look around before he can see where you're going, and you see one hand reach up and grab onto the banister, breaking through it, grabbing on specifically to the flooring of the second floor. The kobolds start to panic. You can hear them begin screaming. Some of them, I'm gonna go ahead and just give them a roll here. Two of them decisively make this opportunity to bounce. They're gone. They have no idea what that thing is. They want no part of it. And the others are waiting for command. They still start to back away from the events around you. It's scary, you know? You guys just tore a vacuum in space. And they don't know what to do.
Yeah, you guys. Jeez.
Anju.
God, what are y'all doing?
Anju, you continue fleeing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just beelining it.
Sure.
In my mind, I've returned to the shadows and protecting the goods.
You got it.
On my way to Ivan's apartment, the dorm.
Ivan and Cain, same story?
I mean, are we seeing these other kobolds turning tail and running after us?
Oh yeah, not after you. They're bounding away from you. They're starting to run in a direction that's more familiar to them, not after you guys.
They have dippity dipped.
Yeah.
I would like to pay attention to what direction they go.
It is away from this immediate circle. It's running at the forefending edge of upper circle. So it's going away from you.
Can I follow them?
You can certainly try.
Are they fast?
They are very quick.
Okay, then never mind. If they're clearly faster than me, then I wouldn't.
Yeah, they're very light-footed. They're very quick. It would be difficult for you to maintain pace.
Sure. All right, yeah, they'll just keep up with everybody else.
Cain arrived at the end of the round. Cain arrived at roughly the same part as you, but Anju is just gone.
He's probably on all fours.
I mean, maybe potentially at this point, if you're trying to hide in the shadows, making any opportunity that you can. Do you tell Cain where you're going, or do you just kind of let him figure it out?
Is he not able to keep up when he's like actually trying?
You don't know how long it's gonna last. That's a problem. He is an older man. For sure. You don't think that he's gonna have the same kind of constitution.
I feel like as soon as I would get around the corner and realize I'm not being followed, I would probably slow down and just wait for him.
You got it. So then you wait. Ivan, Cain, Ivan is waiting for you. Do you follow?
Okay. Yeah.
Got it.
Follow him.
Sera.
I could suggest we could go back to Sam's study that I found too, as well. If we needed a place.
He yields that idea, throws it out as you guys are bolting in the direction of your dormitory.
I mean, I feel like people know where I am, and they wouldn't know to follow us there. We need to regroup as a team and get to a safe location.
Very well. That's
okay.
fine.
Sounds good. All right. Sera, what are we doing here? You're still on the steps. You know, in about a movement round, you could be in your guest room at this point.
And Scout's still down here.
Scout is actually at your door. Scout themselves is ahead of you.
Got it. Okay. Yep. I will then proceed up with Miriam.
Got it. You with Miriam in tow and your shield and sword, you hasten yourself specifically to the landing. You can see as you round the landing on the right-hand side, there are Cutlass's fingers that have broken over the boards that have made the second floor. And they're starting to rend through this. Strength is kind of bonkers right now. It's unparalleled. That's your move. You can go with your secondary move if you'd like and just kind of push into the room. I want to know what you would like to accomplish here. What do you want to do?
Essentially, I want to get Miriam, Hal, and Scout out of here. And their safety comes before mine. So as long as I can ensure They get out safely, so I will be the last one out, essentially.
You're going to make it into the room before your turn is over. You could even potentially start pushing them out the window if that's what you desire. What do you say to rouse Hal to a moment's notice? Because right now, he's kind of stun-locked.
Yeah. I would just be like, Hal, there's danger. We need to leave now. Warforged downstairs, breaking through the ceiling.
He's back. How is he so big?
It's different. It's somebody else. It's another one. It's not him. It's
That is
his
Cutlass.
brother.
His brother.
It's a brother.
He starts like backing up and reaching for his things. It's obvious like panic is starting to set in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna be able to get out of the window yet.
Mm-hmm.
Scout.
Affirmative.
What do you do here?
Scout follows.
Okay. Okay, you do you leap out the window?
Scout will transform into bird form before leaping out a window.
Okay, sure.
If that is the plan.
Yeah, that's fine. It's about 14 or so feet down to the stone parapet below, and you're able to I mean, others will have to fall, but you can immediately go into flight.
Yeah, Scout will like hover and fly by them.
Sure. In immediate form, you take flight form just outside of the window. Miriam is going to try her best to descend gracefully, but Miriam is old and a halfling.
Can I assist Miriam at all?
Yeah, actually, you probably can because she is a halfling. She doesn't have armor. There's no equipment. Go ahead. How would you like to do that? Do you just want to like offer assistance?
Yeah. Do I use fly or what would I use to assist?
I rolled decently well enough, but yeah, you would basically just try to offer aids. It's just going to be a flat d20 plus your dex mod, but you're doing just fine. You'll be able to offer aid here. She'll kind of like how do you help her though? Do you claw at her hand? Like what does this look like?
Can I claw like a shoulder? Like
sure, you can.
And...
You can grip down. Honestly, she's not much bigger than you are, so there's a strong chance that you can just kind of like interlock your talons just under her arms.
Oh, okay, sure.
And you start to descend and drop her to the stone. She probably weighs about 20 pounds, right? She's not very big.
How much do I weigh? I weigh 44 pounds.
That's a big bird. That is a big bird. On my turn, even outside of the building, exterior to the building here, Scout, you will hear. Sera, you will also hear. From down in the open area below what was once the Broken Anvil, a place of hangout, a place of comfort, you can now hear below.
Don't go. Stay. Seek what find you. Do not aid House Kenneth.
Calling out over and over again. Scout, you understand the beckon and the question. More kobolds leave the building. They start running. You never look back to see exactly what's happened down there because it would mean that you would have to be in the fray in the attack pattern of Cutlass himself. I just need a climb check from Sera at this point. That's what I need.
All right. I'm so bad at finding things on.
It's
Right-hand
pretty
side?
high up on the top.
Oh
right
my
hand side here.
lord!
Oh noes.
It's not hot.
Reroll? Do you have a reroll?
Yeah. Can I use a?
Is one bad?
Can I use a?
Oh, you have a -3 on
Honestly,
this?
I have a -3, so I'm
Why?
really not. My armor.
It's the equipment. It's the
you
character
rolled
load
a
itself.
4.
Yeah, I'm not really. I would like to still try to reroll because a 1 isn't great. Maybe I can do a little
go
bit
ahead.
better. Okay.
Oh, that's
not
way
bad.
better.
Yeah, significantly
With a
better.
-3,
It's
that's
not
not
graceful.
bad.
You manage to fall. You drop down to a single knee,
Ow.
but you're able to push yourself back up. As
Superhero
you
landing.
do so, Miriam is there in wait. You have your things. Hal leaps out, and with grace and poise, you see him immediately roll into a step just next to you. He's glancing back over his shoulder, though, immediately. There is fear in his eyes. We need to go now. We must leave.
Yes, we're Scout.
Scout's just flying probably 5 or so feet above at this point. Where do you wish to lead them, Sera? Scout?
I would actually... Well, I would basically just lead them away from here. I don't really have a direction in mind. Once I feel like we're a safe enough distance, I may refer to Scout.
Actually, Scout, give me perception. Let's see if you can see this. You've taken flight.
Sure.
You're not very high up off the ground, but it's also been
oh my gosh, I have a plus 14 to this, and I rolled a 3.
Plus 14.
17.
It's bird
yeah,
form.
because I'm in my hawk form.
Hawk form.
Okay.
Hawks have keener eyes. Did you want a luck reroll here?
Cool.
Sure, we're getting close to the end. Why not? It's my only reroll, right? I'm probably gonna need that. This is probably a bad idea. 25.
Yeah, you are able to identify. You can see Ivan and you can see Cain. It looks as if Ivan is sort of like, I don't want to say he's taking it light or he's not working as hard, but you can definitely tell that he is moving with quickness, but at Cain's pace. You have sight on them.
It's really stressing. Cain is old and slow.
She's not that old.
You can tell. You can really tell that Cain can't keep up.
See so
We have
clearly.
targeted our other companions.
Cain is profusely sweating.
It's the robe. It's getting caught in my ankles.
Hobbling.
How's this lead? I don't know where they're going.
We should just follow them and just try to get as far away from here as possible for now. I don't know the city that well. I don't know where to go.
Scout, you have an idea. They have only very few places that
continue to scout.
they've ventured together, but as long as you maintain that pace, Miriam's gonna have to be carried, likely. She's not very fast,
I'll
unless you
carry her.
just want to leave her.
I would ask her if she has any other place that she could go, if she has any other family, or like, is anything but the bar her home?
You see at this point the doors begin to shudder as she looks over. The doors begin to shudder and like weak. They're like very weak at this point as they're physically responding to something that's happening inside. And instead of them like being blasted open, the doors, you hear this warping of metal as the doors fly off deeper into the tavern. And you can visibly see tables, a rug, an instrument is moving in the direction of that planar tear. And when she sees this, her bottom lip rolls up over the top, and she covers her chin, and her fingers touch her mouth. No. No!
So sorry, Marion. I'm sorry this happened.
What is the thing?
That thing?
Affirmative.
I've not seen something like that before.
You can hear from
don't know.
inside.
Scout! Scout!
Just leave him, Scout.
Why?
As you hear that, and you glance back over, you can see the enlarged foot of the target move up to the door as he bends down and he's trying to push his body through, but he's incapable. He repeatedly slams his body, and the stone is beginning to fracture and crack around it, and you know that it's just moments before he finds his way out. He will continue if you do not move now.
He will continue to break through, or...
Yes, he will. More and more stone sunders under his weight. Scout is torn. Hal is already starting to move in the direction that Scout initially had pointed. Scout, what do you do?
Scout will follow Sarah's directive with this. I rolled a personal 17. I was like, if I roll below a 15, I'm gonna go back and help Cutlass.
Damn.
But I rolled above, so.
Ooh, that's a high DC.
Sera beckons, and you follow.
Warforged friendship.
You take flight, and you begin to move in the direction of Ivan and Cain, and very... and we return back from break. Hi guys, hope that you had a good bathroom break. Hope that you got more water, whatever it is that you're drinking on this evening. Welcome back. Thank you for your kindnesses tonight thus far with our luck reroll. So, what this looks like. We have Anju bolting the streets, sticking to the shadows. We have Cain in the company of Ivan, moving as directly as possible, knowing exactly where he needs to go to his dormitory. Moments pass before we see also Scout in flight, moving with Hal and Sera side by side. Miriam was left behind. The last thing she heard was, "I'm so sorry, Miriam." The last thing you know that she witnessed was the front end and the crumbling aspect of potentially a life's work fall before her. The door is going to open to the dormitory of Scam, or what was once previously Scam as you come to know it. Anju, as you bound the corner, up the stairs, past the landing, up another set of stairs, you move 3 doors in before you find, and there's a large variety of packed belongings, suitcases of sorts, a series of backpacks, clothing sort of strewn about, just outside of his door. His dormitory is fairly inviting, but it's not like this. When you notice that the door is wide open. What do you do, Anju? What does this look like for you?
So I don't see anybody. I just see a a hallway?
You're in the hallway. Think like 10 feet up to the right. You see the door is open and ajar.
Do I know whose room that is, right?
Yeah, you're certain. That's Ivan's room.
But I don't see anybody.
Not immediately. As you move closer, you can hear movement inside.
Yeah, I'll just I mean, I feel like I can see from the belongings and stuff that, because I'm privy to the information that I know that Idio's moving in with him, right? Like I think we talked about that. Maybe not, but I'll just like kind of deftly step around all the shit in the hallway and kind of lean in and, you know, like kind of look through and just knock on the door even though it's open.
As you knock on the door several times, you can hear the footfall of those behind you. It's Ivan and Cain. Ivan, similar scenario. Cain, exactly what I've said up to this point. There are a myriad of bags, belongings strewn about the hallway just in front of your door. Anju, when you knock on the door, you see Ivan is kind of milling about the room. He's holding on to this piece of paper, and his hands up, like right sitting on the lip of his brow, right before it dips into the nose, and he's like, "Oh no!"
This is Idio, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You said Ivan.
Oh, excuse me.
You think I'm an idiot?
No, I do not. No, I do not.
So he's obviously distressed.
Quite a bit so. Oh, dude, what are we gonna do, man? He doesn't even realize that you're there. He heard the knock, but he's so entranced in thought he didn't even parse this information.
Hey, Idio.
Hey.
Bad time? Not like let myself in.
You when you say bad time, he's like, yeah. What does this mean, man? What does this mean? And like he hands you what looks to be an official parchment piece.
Okay.
When you glance over to it, it's a notice of eviction.
This is a notice of eviction.
This is on the door. This is on Ivan's door. It's not my fault, right? Because I moved out and moved in. Like when I passed by here earlier, there wasn't a notice on the door.
No.
Ivan's gonna be so mad at me if they find out that I'm moving in here. It's supposed to be like a one-man dorm.
I'm gonna be mad about what?
Ivan.
I just like silently just hand him the paper. Just look over.
Please, 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 bro. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I promise. I didn't do this. I found it when I got here with all my stuff.
Can I read? Like, is there a reason on there why I'm getting evicted? Yeah.
Yeah. It's an eviction notice that all students of Sharn Community Alchemy Moguls are being evicted from the dorm.
Oh, it doesn't. This seems to have absolutely nothing to do with you. It seems to have everything to do. I thought that I was safe here because of the university, but yeah, it seems like everything's done. Everything's done.
What? Where am I going to sleep?
I thought that was my fault. Oh my god, I thought it was I just kept reading the first like 3 lines over and over again. I was panicking. Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was my fault. I almost cried.
You are crying.
I'm a little. Don't make fun. All right, I'm good.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Listen, we've had...
Where are we gonna go, dude? Where are we gonna go?
That is like the least of our fucking worries right now, dude.
Maybe you could stay with Miriam.
The inn's gone, dude.
Grandma at the anvil? Like
It's gone.
What do you mean, like
Big
a patch
ass
of left?
Warforged breaks in, and then fucking old man smells good now. Fires out stinky mud ball that then turns into an interdimensional portal and starts sucking everything inside of it like a black hole.
Whoa! Why though?
We had a bit of a day, man. This eviction note is like normally, yeah, I would be fucking pissed about this, but after the day that we've had, this is like looks like cookies and milk to me.
Scout, Sera, and Hal, as you round the steps, you hit the landing. You overhear Ivan say, "It's been a bit of a day, man."
Yeah, it has.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Are we having
the
like
most confusing shit that's happened? An
It is not
interdimensional
a
portal.
full day yet.
We need to go back. I need to study it.
There is no
What?
going back.
I need to see what that
And
was.
you should have stayed, man. Nobody was keeping you there.
Or kobolds.
Hey, Ivan. Hey, bro. Like, I don't know if it's a bad time to tell you or not, but like, there were some people scouting your room earlier. Like, they were looking real sus. They asked.
The room.
They asked. Yeah, they asked for you, and look, homie's gonna homie, right? Like, they looked real suspicious. So I told them that this was Ivan Freely's room, and they were like, "Do you have proof of that?" And I still have my scam ID, but they were not from the university, bro.
Wait, they were looking for me, and you told them this was my room.
No, I told them that this. Shit, you're right. Oh no, I told. Shit, I did. They were really confused though, because it didn't say that when I said. Man, I get mixed up. You know, I get mixed up.
What did they look like? Describe them.
Oh, dude, I don't know. They
What do you mean you don't know?
No,
you saw them.
They had cowls, man, but they had this like gnarly pendant on, and like I don't know, maybe there was like a matching ensemble or something. I don't really know what's going on there, but like they had like this wavy flame green hand on it, and I thought it was super cool looking. I wanted to ask about it, but they were like real upset when they realized that I wasn't you.
What does the wavy green hand mean?
Yeah, do any of us know that?
I don't know. You got a pen or something so I can write this down on?
Sorry, no, I'm asking Bub.
Oh,
He's answering.
Bub's lost in the character.
You don't
Okay.
know what that wavy green hand is.
Okay.
I mean, I could like draw it out for you, so you might be able to see, maybe to see it.
Yeah.
And he does. Yeah. He's gonna draw up an image from your best guess. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Let's see here if anyone. Let's see. Does anyone have knowledge history?
Yeah, I got that little checkbox.
Okay.
I do.
I don't know shit.
Okay.
Local.
I am going to drop this into our Discord so that you have a chance of kind of seeing what this looks like. I don't want to attempt to draw it because here, this is what it looks like. It's in the Discord. I'll even put it into the Twitch chat so that everyone can see. I mean, there was it was a medallion. I was like, I couldn't be sure if it was like a hand or if it was a fire, but I'm being honest, man. It looked like a hand to me.
Yeah, no, yeah. So do I know what this means now? If I have the knowledge of
Give me
history?
knowledge history.
Right?
Let's see what you get. No, I don't think that that's going to be enough this time. I don't think that's going to be enough. You're certain you've seen it, but you don't really know. Does anybody else have knowledge history?
Not worth rolling.
I have nobility and religion.
Okay.
Got a regular old one.
You said you have nobility?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with that. Let's see what you get here.
Oof.
We got 10 gifted subs in the chat.
10 gifties. Actually, it's 9. We're at 9 right now. 9 gifts would be
I've
easy.
got nature.
Nature would not help. What about you, Cain? What kind of knowledge do you have?
Geography.
Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, I was hiccuping. I have all the knowledges.
You have all the knowledges.
Yes,
Which
No, but like checked with little check marks next to it.
all of them. Yes.
I was like, that sounds like a bit, but I don't think he's joking.
would you?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was joking either.
Would you like to make a roll here? Either history.
Yeah, you want the history one?
All the knowledges.
Do you want to
I've
reroll it?
got all of it.
Do I have?
Have
I
you?
used a reroll tonight?
No.
I rerolled my wild magic.
Yeah.
Bub made you reroll that.
Oh,
Well, he
Yep.
offered. He offered.
Oh, he offered. Okay.
So I don't have any.
okay. Well,
My apologies.
Yeah, I only have knowledge local.
Scout, what knowledge? You have nature, right? And that's it.
Nature and geography.
Anju, you might be able to here. This is going to be a little difficult. It's going to be a harder check for you, right? But
Okay.
you might be able to do it. I'm going to set your DC at
I know
18.
what the symbol is out of character.
Did not get it.
Okay. Okay. Well, now none of you know. Maybe out of game, but in game, unawares.
Yeah, out of game I do, but in game, nada. Which kind of makes sense.
You're not certain.
I don't feel like Anju's even paying attention.
So he's like, oh, you know, I could go over there. Like, maybe, bro, you were delivering, right? You were okay. All right.
Wow.
Christy with
Christy.
the
Oh, wowzers.
Thank you.
I'm gonna use a luck reroll real
Wait.
quick, Bub.
Go for it.
This. Eat this. That one's for Christy.
That one's for Christy. Knowledge history. Thank you so much, Christy. Appreciate. Yeah. You don't know when you came across this. You're not certain when you came across this in your studies, why, or even how. But you read about them. This is the Order of the Emerald Claw. This is worth note-taking for the record. The Order of the Emerald Claw. They are outlawed. It's a terrorist organization of Karn patriots and worshippers of the blood of Vol.
Keep talking.
They used to be, because you broke the DC, going up to 20 is going to get you a bit more here. They used to be a military order of elite knights and even necromancers. They were in service of the crown of Karnath during the last war. Yeah. You're not really certain what happened there. You're not sure what has occurred, but since then they have maintained a certain quietude about them. They've not been so loud in their actions. But having this come up now, of all times, certainly cannot be a benefit.
I'm gonna be like scratching my head, like trying to figure it out. The fucking Emerald Order of the Emerald Claw. Order of the Emerald Claw. No, they're like terror. They're
What-
not good people. Why the fuck do they want me?
Why would this order possibly be looking for you, Ivan?
Okay, don't say it like that. Don't say it like I'm not an important person. Don't say that. Okay, a lot of people want me.
There are
okay?
many
A lot of people are looking for me and want me. And
Did you
Just-
sell
There are
them
many
some
possibilities.
bad potions?
are they why this whole thing is being shut down?
It's a good thing Idio told him who you are and where you live.
Yeah, we need to get out of here. Idio, did they say anything else? Did they say they wanted to meet me somewhere? Did they say if you saw me to tell me something?
Oh, I mean, they when they found out that I wasn't you, they were just like, "You're evicted," and then they walked off. So maybe they have something to do with that.
Wait. What? They told you that you were evicted?
Well, like
they
when
handed
I,
the eviction notice?
No, it was on the door. So like maybe they got here before I got here, and they were just waiting on you. You know, they were like peeping.
Wait. You just said when they found out you weren't me.
Yeah.
So they don't know what I look like.
I guess. No, I don't think so.
This is good. This is good news. If they ask, don't fucking tell them what I look like.
Well, sure. No, I didn't. That.
You told them that I lived here.
I mean, I guess I told them that I was you too, but when they saw my ID, that was wrong. So, you know, I fucked it up.
It's fair. It's fair.
Do you have that bag, Anju?
We need to move somewhere else before we considered rifling through different things. You mentioned, Cain, about potentially going to a study.
Yes. It's a small place.
What are you trying
I
to
am
say?
small.
Better than.
Or actually, how big is it, Bubs? I don't actually know. Like, do I have access to that? Like, what's the deets on that?
It's a room of fairly substantial size. It's a 30 by 30.
Okay, there you go. Okay. It's got plenty of size.
Oh, now that I'm remembering.
Oh, yes. Well,
it's opposite day.
It was a classroom.
Yeah, probably
it was a
squat there
classroom.
for a moment.
It became
Yeah,
it became a study.
Let's get out of here. If there's many people looking for us between Warforged and now apparently an entire terrorist organization wants to know who the fuck I am. So
Oh, terrorist? Why, dude? What did you do?
seems that a lot of people that we sold things to don't like us.
Oh,
for whatever
no.
reason.
Am I implicated? My mom's gonna be so mad, Ivan.
What do you mean your mom's
Of
gonna be mad if
course,
they
you're
care
one of
about you?
us.
Let's just get out of here.
Let's go.
I would love to start looking through all our shit.
Oh, dude. Can someone help me carry my stuff? It took me a lot of trips.
Oh, leave your fucking shit.
My
Have a
hands are-
single bag.
Wait, he's
Darn, my hands are full.
coming with us.
You know how to cook.
Why not?
Okay.
I mean, is that a problem, Sarah? It can. I mean, I'm.
Yeah, are you
No.
intimidated by his good looks?
No, it's not a problem.
You are very attractive.
Thank you, little robro.
That's the
You
kind
are
of
very
camaraderie
welcome.
that we need to see. Is it still raining?
Affirmative.
Of course it is.
Now, luckily, Cain has traveled to this dormitory because it is attached to Morgrave University. Morgrave University is the prestigious college that occupies Sharn. It is a place of enamor, of history, right? He stumbles back here drunk every night. At least he has so for the last 2 weeks. No one's really asked much about it. But Cain never quite goes back out into the rain. He stoops down hallways, moves corridors before opening up into a much larger area with many other people, but he seems to be guiding you through the prestigious halls of Morgrave University. Does anybody say anything this entire time? Or do you just let him lead?
Don't talk to anyone.
Have I-
This way, this way.
Have I
Do
ever
you
been here
own
before?
the place?
Is it
No, I don't think I'm actually supposed to be here.
Okay. How much longer?
Not much.
Just this way.
Probably a few hundred more feet at this point. Ivan, the longer you and Sera and Scout and Anju step together, Hal in tow, Idio trying to couple a couple of bags behind himself. You're the first to notice, and then Sera, Anju, probably Scout at this point, many of the elder individuals that pace the halls, that are moving between, you see them looking to Cain. And as they glance to Cain, one of them specifically says, "Mr. Carpenter, pleasant to see you walking these halls again."
The fuck was that?
Yes, a pleasure. I'll speak later.
He nods and moves along.
You own the place.
I don't mind him, probably just a fan.
Fan of what? You making portals into other dimensions?
I am a fan of this.
I was not calculating that in my spell crafting. It's some sort of fluke, but it can't be a fluke. It must have been for some reason. There's something wrong. I need to figure out what's going on.
You continue your stride, walking through the hallways of Morgrave University before rounding a few more corners and finding your way into a small nook-like entry into a private room. This
Can I
room...
sense motive on that?
Of course you can.
I just want to know if it seems like he's fucking lying.
Trust me.
You
I'm not lying.
don't actually believe he's lying. Maybe bullshitting. But you are certain he's not lying.
All right.
You find your way to a room. He pulls a
Well,
loose...
his magic is doing weird shit. And if he's a professor who teaches magic shit, he's probably like, what the hell?
a loose set of keys from his belongings. Opens the door and leads you into nearly silent room. It's eerie. You can no longer hear the students and the individuals pacing the halls around you. And there you stand. Inside this room is an enormous dark wooden desk. It's not quite brown, it's somewhere between gray and black. And there's a myriad of letters stacked up, a series of books that have bound their way up mountain-like in various directions. It's eerie. It's too quiet. Someone took quite a great deal of care here to maintain this place for what it is. Cain, however, not so much. You're here. You're in the quiet. You feel safe?
Scout will scan it. Is there anything intriguing in this room?
Certainly, actually, yes. As you scan the room, moving about the room, you can see that there are some hand-etched notes regarding that tablature and that private notebook of House Cannith that we saw in Season 1. It looks to be
Scout will grab it.
a copy. Scout moves up to the table, Cain, and starts grabbing at the paperwork of House Cannith. This is what you remember.
That's not yours.
It's all you remembered from the notebook.
Affirmative. It is not mine.
You should at least ask permission before you rifle through someone's belongings.
You never do that.
Yeah.
Why?
That's Rich,
What is permission?
Rich coming from you, bud.
Well, none of your belongings are as important.
Is there just like a chair or something that I can just...
Could be lots of chairs.
I just want to make myself comfortable.
There are. You notice that there are many chairs that are actually stacked up. They're stacked up like sitting seat on seat on seat, so you can start pulling those down if you wish.
Yeah, I'll grab, 4 chairs and set them down and take a seat. Maybe
I've been here trying to piece together this mystery the past 2 weeks, but I'm afraid it's only driven me into a deeper depression. I still can't figure out what Sam wants me to find.
Perhaps I can help.
Hal assists you.
Try.
Hal assists you in lowering the chairs, placing several next to you. Idio steps in.
Hal's here? Sorry.
Yeah.
He is, yes.
Idio also moves up and he takes a few chairs. He throws some of his things against a wall. And they aren't quite happy about things, but it is what it is immediately. And they're just rolling with the punches.
We've got a lot of different things to comb through and figure out ourselves. Like, look at this fucking scroll that I got from a giant owl. Can I
Right.
start going
Yes.
through this thing?
We should
Sure.
take a look at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the presumably empty bag and open it up and see what's in there as well.
You got it. We're going to start with a tube first.
Yeah.
As you manage to break the seal on this tube with the dark oak ends that emblazon the sigil of House Cannith, you unfurl the scroll. Crudely written, it says, "Adventurers, the normal means of communication seem to have been compromised, so I have sent this special messenger to personally find you and deliver this letter. You served me once before, and now I need your help yet again. Time is short. I feel that our enemies have discovered me and are closing in. Meet me at the Broken Anvil Tavern, where we first discussed heirlooms and job opportunities, and quickly act, for I believe that we are all in terrible danger. Lady E."
So this was the lady that we met with and then
Yeah.
ran off. So this is
We
a virtually useless scroll, and I just kind of toss it over my shoulder.
we should see if we can try to
Scout
find
will
her.
quickly pick up the scroll that you toss and put it away.
Where does Scout put it? I'm curious.
In their whatever they have is like their bag.
Knowing that this is so important, this is part of Scout's main mission, would Scout just shove this in a bag, or does this look like one of those things where Scout finds like a compartment upon themselves?
I did say I wanted a compartment at some point.
You did.
Because someone else mentioned something.
Sure.
I don't know if I have one.
Well, take control. Tell me about it. Tell me about this compartment.
Sure. Let's say that one of Scout, like, because Scout doesn't have legs. Scout has like rolling
Tracks.
Maybe, yeah, on the side it pops off, and that whole inside is like a compartment.
Sure, it's like a wheel casing. Of course, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You manage to stuff this into the wheel casing, putting the center cap back upon it, and storing this for later.
I also put the paperwork that I found
Oh, off the table?
on Cain's desk. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Cain is quite perturbed by this, but you are able to do so. Ivan, you begin pacing around. Based on the details, you did run into Lady Eladrin, not in the way that you had intended. It was hasty. Things are going sideways fast. It went from a simple retrieval mission to now you're being hunted by Warforged and a terrorist organization known as the Order of the Emerald Claw. Angrily, you find yourself standing, trying to make sense of this, as it's the nature of someone in your position. Naturally charismatic people try to talk themselves into finding a means out of this. Ivan, I need a perception from you, please. Anju. Knowing full well that you've accepted whatever this fate is before you, you start to go through the bag.
Mm-hmm.
To your surprise, this bag is not just filled, it's bursting from the brim. The bag itself weighed probably 8, 9, maybe 10 pounds. But as you start to pull things out of it, you know some things are just not quite right. You first enter the center pocket. There are 80 arrows, 80 bolts. There's 50 feet of silk rope, and you know silk rope alone is 20 pounds. There's one bedroll per party member. That's 5 of you. One water skin per party member filled. That's at least another 20 pounds there. There's 3 trail rations for each day of living members of the party. Things aren't adding up quickly.
Can I do a praise onto the bag, or
the moment that you bound up to it, you see him pulling these things out. It seems like this almost like clown shoe effect, right? It doesn't make sense. More and more things are coming out of this. You immediately see this is a Heward's handy haversack. It's akin to the lightest form of a bag of holding.
Nice.
I
want
those are expensive?
They are.
Fancy name.
The right pocket, 1 Everbright lantern, 1 flint and steel, 1 healer skid, 5 torches, and 3 spare bags. In the left pocket, 3 vials of holy water, 3 potions of cure light wounds, and I'll go back over this so that you guys can write this down.
Okay, I'm typing like a mad woman.
A tiny rod of blue metal, 3 inches in length, with a sapphire embedded at a single end. An additional pouch that contains 150 platinum pieces.
What? Oh,
Jesus.
what?
There is a casket that contains 500 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
What is happening?
There is a letter of credit for House Orion and House Lyrandar to cover passage to Rukon Dral. And a single letter.
Let's get out of here. What's the letter say?
You begin to unfurl the letter, and Ivan, the camera turns back to you. As you're pacing, making heads or tails of the events, upon the desk, where you can see that hundreds, if not hundreds of times that people have worked here, the score marks, the deep burns, the acid splits, things that you are noticing here. And the series of letters that have built up, creating this mountain, one of which stands out particularly to you more than the others. There is a letter from the Sharn Community Alchemy Moguls. It is stamped by them with a seal of Morgrave University.
What the hell is this?
Cain, you don't know. People come in all the time. They throw letters on the desk. It's not part of your studies, so you frankly don't give a shit.
Don't give a shit. All yours.
Thanks. And I'll begin to open it and examine it.
As you begin to examine the letter, the camera pans back to Anju. The letter that you have found. It says, "My friends, the object that you failed to recover from the ruins beneath Sharn was a schematic, as I have learned. It is only a piece of a pattern used to create items both mundane and magical alike. I have learned that another schema connected to this pattern was being studied in a secret Cannith workshop in Sera called White Hearth. I wonder if this research is tied to the Day of Mourning. Parts of my own house seek this pattern for evil purposes, and I do not know whom to trust anymore, so I turn to you in this moment. I need you to travel to Sera, find the workshop, and recover the schema. The location of the workshop was a closely guarded secret lost when the Patriarch of House Cannith died in the destruction of Sera. You must travel to House Cannith Outpost in the town of the Rose Quarry, in Dargoon, to recover a record of all of Cannith's hidden workshops. In Rukon Dral, find the man named Phelan in the Bloody Market. He will provide you with transport to the Rose Quarry. From there, travel into the Mournland to find White Hearth and the second schematic. It is an adamantine plate in the shape of a diamond about the size of a human's palm. Once you've retrieved it, return to Rukon Dral, where I will meet you. Succeed, and I will see to it that your reward is beyond imagination. Lady Eladrin."
Did you just say going to the Mournland?
I'm
A
presuming
place that we
read it
can't
out loud
go?
to everybody.
Do you? You tell me, Anju. Do you read it out loud?
Yeah, I feel like if you weren't, that's what I would have done. So let's just pretend that was me reading that to y'all. And I'm gonna
Scout,
remark,
when you were pulling stuff out of the bag, was like running to the bag and then running to the thing and then running to the bag and then running to the thing. Like just like in shock that this bag is holding all these things.
Anju's gonna say, I mean, unimaginable rewards are nice, but there's enough here to just start a new life. Like what? Do we have to? Could just split it up and stay out of this whole thing.
No, she needs our help.
I thought you might say that.
I would like to find this place.
This is quite a journey, though. She has given us quite a bit of supplies to go on this journey, but...
An alarming amount, you might say.
Yeah, well, she
I'm a
is
scout.
part of House Cannith. I'm sure she has lots of wealth and...
Think of all the wonderful items we can buy with all of this gold.
To help us prepare for our travels to Sera, yes.
That seems like the most logical point of action. We've got to follow the trail and try to figure
Yes, we have to find
out this
other
mystery.
schema. We have many things we have to do.
Affirmative.
Oh joy. Who all heard Cutlass warning? Like, who all? Because I was already gone, I think, when Cutlass started saying don't work with House Cannith. But like, how many people would have heard that by now? Because we didn't know that yet, or we didn't know that he was warning us to stay away from Cannith.
Scout heard it, right?
Scout heard this. Sera heard this. Hal, Miriam. Yep, those.
I would bring that up at least. Some of the things Cutlass was saying, I don't know if they were saying it to Scout specifically or to us as a whole. It's not to work with House Cannith.
Affirmative. That is what he was saying.
Scout, do you know why he would be saying that?
I am uncertain.
What do you think would happen? What do you think he would?
I believe it is because his brother was murdered.
I assume he has reasons to not like House Cannith. And in general, the Warforged seem to only be out for their own interests. So I find it hard to trust what this Warforged is saying.
Yeah, I'm more getting at who are we more afraid of?
And I would say, yes, on the other hand, House Cannith obviously is out for their own interests. In truth, I don't feel morally inclined toward either. And in that, neither of them seem like they are fully in the right, if that makes sense. They are just trying to protect themselves.
One of them's rich. Throwing that
And not completely ostracized by society like the Warforged are.
What about Scout? What's in the best interest for Scout?
I would like to find more information.
More information in what? In this letter?
I'm of the same mindset.
The schema.
It's true. Information is good, and if we learn that House Cannith has some sort of darker ulterior motives, we are fully in our right to fight against that. So I am also inclined to get more information.
Listen, if there's a coup in my future, that's even better. I don't have anything else going on.
Are you proposing that we do not bring the item to this Lady E? That perhaps instead we find the hidden workshop and the schema and use it for our own purposes?
I think we're saying we play it by ear. But we take it one step at a time. We see how it goes.
Yes, we should try to see if we can learn more about House Cannith as well and what they want with this.
Affirmative. I would like to do this.
So we are aligned then, all of us.
The camera angles this time back to Ivan. As you're hearing these events, unsure where you stand, you begin to read this notification regarding the House of Scam. It's a notice of assessed control of Sharn Community Alchemy Moguls, as the allegations of challenging practices that they have engaged in, they're being washed from the ledgers of practicing businesses, and a trial will be held to determine the accuracies of said allegations. The allegations are being levied against them, signed, sealed, and delivered. The Dean of Morgrave University, Domina Ir Morgrave, and Lead Arcanist of Morgrave University, Cain Carpenter.
Cain, what the fuck is this?
What do you mean?
This has your signature on it. This has your seal on it. That you are the reason why we got evicted from my apartment. You're the one that's trying to dissolve Sharn City Alchemy Moguls.
Cain, do you grab the document from him at all? Do you try to read over it?
Yes. I don't remember doing that.
You don't remember doing that. And as you read over it, you realize that that is your signature. But there are some noticeable changes specifically to you. And then a name sticks out. Domina Irmorgrave. The only Domina you were aware of was your ex-lover. But back then, she was a fielding arcanist and partner in the field.
Well, you deserve it.
I deserve what?
It was a horrible operation, anyway.
It was my livelihood. The reason that I got to stay at this university. The reason I had a home.
Wait, it's your fault?
The reason that you had a place to sleep.
It'll
his
all
fault,
make
dude?
sense eventually, I promise.
Can I punch him in the face?
Of course. Make an attack.
What should I roll?
It's going to be a d20 plus your strength modifier plus your base attack bonus. So your BAB is probably 1. And your strength bonus, what is that?
Modifier says 1 as well.
So it's going to be a d20 plus 2. Nat 20. Oh my fucking
Oh
god.
my god,
Shit.
Nat
He's
20.
fucking
pissed.
shit.
Roll again.
Pissed.
Another d20.
You have to roll, yeah, because you have to confirm.
You have to
the roll
confirm.
20.
Let's see if you critical.
It's just a flat.
Yeah, so just
It is.
you just roll
just
again.
1d20.
Yeah, just hit the up
Yeah.
hit the up button and see if you score into that area. Oh my god. Yes.
Big
you,
mad
Yeah,
dude.
Okay.
confirmed.
This is our first PvP and
Yeah.
you scored a critical on your ally. So I'm going to open up the crit hit deck
Pretty good character, I gotta say.
and
Yeah,
you,
this is fucking pissing me off.
you
Yeah.
tell
Like,
me
it's also like it's also like an amalgamation that is like slowly built up of this man not only fucking over me by like squatting in my bed, but also like consistently at every turn I've seen him like flee when people are in need, right? When the dude underneath it was getting eaten by all those things down in the
Charlie.
cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Charlie was getting eaten, he just like fucking dips and then it's like trying to make excuses. He's a fucking asshole. All right, this is
Kinda-
fucking.
he's kind of a dick.
This is a long time coming in terms of like it just building up over and over again, and finally
Sure.
it's letting out. This
Okay.
makes complete fucking sense.
Tell me when to stop.
He made his last quip.
Stop.
Got it. Okay. So this is considered a natural attack for you, but it's going to be bludgeoning.
It was the sass that did it.
Make a fortitude save, Cain, DC 14.
Oh god.
Cain, roll a d4.
Oh no.
Max, perfect. All right, so Frost, I need you to roll a d3 plus 1.
I'm gonna explode my head.
Probably
You're
not.
never gonna get any answers.
Okay, so it's 3. So what this says, it says nighty night. Target takes twice damage and they are unconscious for 1d4 rounds.
Just knocks him just fucking clean out, dude.
So you take 6 points of damage
And he's
God.
unconscious.
and he knocks you unconscious for the next half a minute. Ivan levies this intense blow after like nearly screaming at him, just pops him right in the face. Even Idio's like, oh! Like he's taken aback, right? He was not expecting that.
I love the very feminine scream from Idiot.
Whoa! Whoa! I've never seen you violent like that, dude.
I'm
Fuck
gonna
this
like
guy, man.
I'm gonna like check to make sure he's breathing, but I'm laughing
His nose is
a little.
His nose is
Scout will
bloodied.
immediately go over and try to heal him if possible.
Okay.
We all know that this
Unfortunate.
was. He had it coming.
Did that feel better? Doing
It felt
that?
fucking great. Let me tell you that hit felt fucking awesome. Yeah, that felt amazing.
Gain 3 health back, Cain. You're 3 down. Still gonna be out for the next minute, Scout. Even if you attempt to jar him back, he's just
Did it look good, Anju?
his head is bobbling back and forth.
I loved it. Great work. No notes. 10
Maybe
out of
that'll
10.
knock some sense into
I do
him.
not understand. I thought we were companions, friends.
Hal
Yeah.
steps up to the table and he finds multiple other notices of scam. and he starts pushing them over to you, Ivan. Just like one finger on each envelope, pushing them over. Do you open them?
Sure. I'll just like quickly like scan over the first one and see if the
Sure.
the rest of them are worth looking at or if they're all the same.
You notice that these are requests to levy allegations against Scam itself by the dean of Moorgrave University, and that Cain had X amount of days to respond, or that they would be moving forward with his approval. If he remained silent on the matter, they would sign off in his name.
This guy is so unbelievable. He didn't even mean to sign off on this. And I hold it up to everybody else. This literally says he was so lazy that they just signed his name because he didn't do anything. He didn't open a single fucking letter. Then when I bring it up to him, he acts like he's this big fucking boss and does everything himself. Why can't he have a real goddamn moment in his entire life?
Cain.
He starts coming to you. You see the eyebrow, like the eyelids beginning to flutter around you.
Oh.
Can I
What
like,
in
can I pump
blazes?
fake him with like another punch?
Yeah, of course.
See if he
you can.
flinches. What do I roll for that? Intimidate?
Yeah, it's gonna be an intimidate. Yeah,
I have to roll against an intimidate.
it's a sense motive. You're trying to determine here. It's gonna be a sense motive here.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, a 21 though.
He
Ah! Stop!
All right, enough.
Okay.
Ivan,
I'll tell you
enough.
the truth.
Ceasefire.
I'll tell you the truth.
Explain yourself, Cain.
Go
Bitch.
on.
Everyone get in close. There might be ears listening.
Just explain it.
There are many
We're
ears listening.
So
We're
dramatic.
in worse trouble than I thought.
In what way?
I think someone might know that I've returned.
No shit, you're walking the halls.
Many people know
Don't
this.
understand. The whole reason I left, it was
Why did you
Domina. She
leave?
betrayed me.
Who betrayed you?
Domina Moorgrave. This is her doing. It has to be. Here's her name right here.
And maybe
He
if you
looks-
were
he
honest
looks
about your name being right
very
next to it.
Distraught.
Yeah, this is the first time, and you can probably gather that, like, as much as that strike hurt him, this is like it's an emotional thing. He's recoiling back to from emotional trauma. So something has really got us gored here.
Need to leave the city quickly.
Well, that we're planning on leaving the city, thankfully. But
If Domina knows we're here, I don't know what she could do. So much time has passed. She could be so powerful.
What are her capabilities?
Breaking one's heart and stealing everything.
Okay.
What if one does not have a heart
She was a
or
lover.
things to steal?
Then she'll steal your bolts.
She was a lover, wasn't she?
I do not want my bolts stolen.
I will not have her spoken as if she were my lover. She's dead to me.
I know
Still,
that.
It is a word.
You should
That's
never
what you're
trust
using.
anyone. The moment you do, they'll stab you on your back and
I'm-
take all of your hard work for their own.
I'm sorry, Cain, that you experienced heartbreak.
So she stole your work,
Heartbreak.
and you're upset
She
about
used me.
that. Yeah,
I
just like
went
you're
into
using us.
seclusion to do research where no one would ever find me and be able to steal from me again.
And then you come back and you use all of us constantly, telling lies.
Did she steal your
I
heart?
have no money. I
What
have
did she
nothing.
steal?
It's all of our research that we worked on together for years.
Oh no.
We were supposed to do everything together. We were supposed to take credit together.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry this
No.
happened to you. And I'm sorry also, Ivan, you were wronged by this.
So
Cain, I think you should at least apologize to Ivan, even though you weren't fully involved.
No amount of apology is going to save us from her wrath.
Did she take anything? She just took credit, nothing of value, like
All of
money
my
or
papers, our research, my journals, everything.
research on what? What?
I won't tell you.
Of course you fucking won't.
This is the problem that we're having with you.
Are we in danger or not? Are we in danger or are you just sad? I can't.
It is hard to tell.
I mean, we're planning on leaving anyways, so like, why the fuck do we care what this man says? You can't trust a goddamn word that he says.
You should be worried. She came directly for you and not me. That means she knows you must be working with me.
So she's in charge of the Emerald Claw.
Look at her fucking last name, you dolt. Domina Moorgrave.
Okay, that has nothing to do with the Emerald Claw.
We're
How is
in
this-
the Moorgrave University.
I get that. No,
Right
I understand. But you're saying that she came for me, like I'm supposed to understand that she understood the fucking Emerald Claw. Say words, man. Express feelings.
Anju didn't get it.
Crying.
Anju didn't get it until
Saying that you're crying isn't crying. Get the fuck up, and we got to get out of here.
All right.
He's crying.
All right. Enough. Both of you, enough.
He's weeping uncontrollably.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how to fix this. I fix a lot of problems and a lot of quarrels, but I do not know how to fix this. We do need to get out of the city, so that'll solve your problem, Cain. We won't have to worry about Ms. Moongrave. And Ivan, we don't have to worry about seeing this place ever again. We can just leave.
I have a life here.
Not anymore.
Trying to get away from my family, my unloving father. Wherever we go, I'm not sleeping in the same room as him.
Be careful. He may steal your heart.
Yeah. And to steal my fucking sanity. And then I turn around as I'm going towards the door and I go like this with my scarf.
Well,
I
that
do
was
want
lovely.
one of the scarves.
Turn this bitch into an animal already.
Ivan,
God damn it.
you know that there is still probably 2 to 3 hours out before you become an animal. Thank goodness, right? Thank the gods above. Do you try to leave? Because as you hit the door, you realize that there isn't much in the way of a safe space or place for you to go to. That Cain, as flawed as he is, this might be one of the safest spots for you to stay. At least until you guys have a game plan.
Then he leaves and then he comes back.
Yeah, that's what I would do, probably. I'd go like leave and like sit outside the door for like 5 minutes and then come back inside.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we should stay here for the night at least and head out tomorrow. We should make way and leave the city. I don't know how to get to what's it again? Sire.
Yeah, that's a very important piece here. When you realize what you've been given, this is a very scary and daunting thing. Everybody is aware of this, though there's been a lot that's happened in a very short time, so you've not processed this. Sire is in the Mournland. The Mournland is of the day of
know how to
mourning.
get to the Mournland, right?
It's a no-no.
Yeah, it is the place of the day of mourning where over 100,000 people died in an instant. And the other people that lived there were turned into monsters, aberrations, horrific creatures beyond imagination.
Oh, lovely. Scout, do you know how to get there?
Do I know how to get there?
You do, but it's
Okay.
not easy.
Scout looks nonchalantly at you. Everyone else
Has been super emotional. They have not. Affirmative.
What luck.
Scout,
What do we have to do to get there?
you know how to get there, but of your secondary directive, you witnessed the Creator decimate another of the Scout units when they brought up the probability of bringing others to aid. And the Creator informed you, after they melted them to slag, that these are the consequences of leading anyone to the Creator's hold.
Let's
Perhaps
go.
I should go alone.
Well, we all need to go. You can't do this entire journey by yourself.
Why not?
It's
dangerous.
Very dangerous, and I mean, we're a team. We should be doing this together.
I think Scout is calculating what that means.
The numbers are flying,
Yeah.
rotating around right now.
I see the wheels
survival.
turning.
Is it more so that if I bring other people there, that it will be dangerous for them or dangerous for me?
You believe it's both.
Mm.
You've witnessed on your way out aberrations finding their way near the hold, and they have to pass what you can seemingly pass through is the equivalent of like a wall of fire. The fire is so dense and so rich that it's transparent, and as it attempted to pass through, the creature began to evaporate as it touched the wall. Its skin started to visibly disappear. That's how hot it was, but for some reason, you can pass through with ease. You're not sure if it's because you're a Warforged, or if maybe the Creator has given you some sort of free pass. Whatever the case may be, you and other scouting units can.
It is very hot there. There is a fire, and your flesh will fall off. You are not built like me.
Yeah.
Could we accompany you until the flesh burny part? You know, just to stick together, because we're such good friends.
But then we just let Scout go in by themselves? And we just wait? There must be another way to get in.
It may be the safest option for you, and also for me.
Play by ear.
I guess we can just go there and try to figure. Maybe there's a way we can like get through, like get permission or get something to temporarily release this barrier or whatever to get through so our flesh doesn't fall off. I don't know. Maybe there's a way we can get through.
Maybe if you worship the Creator, they will gift you.
Maybe magic.
Maybe could we all get in little suits that protect us or something?
Magical suits.
So there's this really cool movie called Pacific Rim, and like the kaijus are like
I was about to
barcodes.
say, yeah, can we just assume suits? Well, we did just get a lot of resources and money. So perhaps we can use some of those resources to acquire some sort of magical spell or suits to get us through. That would be my plan.
Ivan, did you come back in already, or are you sitting still on the outside?
Yeah, I've been listening outside, so like
Okay.
I'm up to date on everything, and I'll come back in.
As you are stepping back in, you attempt to shut the door, and as you begin to shut the door, there's a knocking on the door. It's rather loud for you, but the others, it's kind of faint. There's just a knocking on the door.
I do not think it's a good idea for you to go.
Who is it?
Officer of Mulgrave.
State your business.
May I come in?
Or what?
I'm gonna get up and brush myself off and
I'm
wipe blood from my face.
to see Senior Arcanist Cain
Not.
Carpenter.
Can I pull out my knife and hold it behind the door as I open up the door?
Sure.
Okay.
You manage to open the door, and there's a younger guy, probably just a little bit older than you and Idio at this point, at least Idio since he's human. And he's dressed in such a way that it appears to be not quite what you would say is like a suit, but he's dressing in the Mulgrave University logo and letters, and he seems apt to speak with Cain Carpenter. Is Mr. Carpenter available? Professor Carpenter?
What is it?
Oh, I'm not sure if this is about time or not, but Dean Domino would like to speak with you.
She's the dean.
And she is aware that you have allies, compatriots with you, and she wanted to invite them along as well. If you would all care to join.
Sure.
I would love to meet the person that made this man
I
such an
refuse to
insufferable
see that
bastard.
vile temptress.
I am uncertain I need to see this person. There are
I'll
other
knock you
objectives
out
I
and
need
drag
to
you there.
accomplish.
I think we should all
You
go.
can't
yes.
make me, Ivan, please.
Idios finally chimes in. Oh, I think I'm gonna help. We need to see this through.
Are you coming with Idio?
I mean, I guess I could sleep. Would it be all right if I crash here?
That is up to Cain.
Don't touch anything.
I don't want to touch your
I think
stanky
Idio
books
should
anyway.
come along. Idio should come along. He is true of heart. Or whatever you people say. I don't know.
Hal is near you, Sera. I think this might be important. You may want to see this through as well.
Could we sneak past the flesh-eating gateway?
How much to have her killed? Val, I have 150 platinum.
We're
Oh.
not killing her.
Still here.
Such motherfucker.
Right.
Let's
Maybe I
all
could-
go
How
then.
much to
Flip
have them
over.
both killed?
I'm leaving now.
Could climb over it?
Okay. All
Negative.
right. Cain, I understand you're really, distraught still over everything. I just look.
Don't
She-
understand, Sarah.
No, I do. Look, I do understand. I have had my heart broken before, and it does suck. But
and all
you
of your work for years stolen and used against you.
you need to go in there, and you need to be better than her. That's
Found
the-
out her
you can't-
boyfriend is an assassin. I mean, like,
Yes, besides the point, you need to show that you are unfazed by what she did. You can't show your weakness.
God,
Just think about how you're.
but every day for 20 years.
Look, just a few hours ago, you were Cain, the strong, powerful wizard who somehow opened a portal that consumed an entire bar.
It was an
Yeah.
accident.
Oh,
Which-
no, it wasn't. It was...
You were
Remember-
capable of many things, and remember that going into this room when
You're
you see
so
her.
strong and cool. You can do it. Put your big boy
weak.
robes on.
And you're very attractive.
See?
and have nothing going for you.
I need a short rest to recover my spells.
It's at this point, as you guys are trying to hype him up with everything that he has, that a voice springs boomingly loud over a speaker.
Cain Carpenter. Cain. Stop your sniveling, your crying, and find your way to my office.
Fine, wench.
Oh
Now.
my Oh, this is not going to go well.
And that's where we end tonight's session.
Oh no.
That's awesome.
Oh, Cain.
Was not expecting that.
Yes, I love this.
Oh man.
Had to make her the dean, god damn it.
Hey man,
You all are gonna die.
wait.
Your flesh is gonna come off your bodies and you're gonna get eaten. And then I'm gonna get melted in a forge.
Maybe she can help us.
That's how this campaign's gonna
what you got,
end.
Ben?
Dumbledame. That's all I got.
Dumbledame, I love it. Oh, Dumbledore. That's the best.
Oh,
All right, guys, that's gonna be it for our current episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Frost, are you okay there? You hanging in there?
Yeah, I've just got my fiddle toys, so I'm always looking down.
I got you. I just wanted to make sure. Thank you guys for watching. Let's go ahead and get our shout outs here. Give everybody an opportunity to say where they're at, what they're doing, what's going on in their lives at the moment. Cain, Cobalt, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hey, I'm Cobalt. I play video games on my channel, and we hang out and have fun. Come hang out with me on my channel on Twitch. Thanks for having me. And we also do D&D on Thursdays on my channel as well.
It's true.
With Bubs. So come check it out if you haven't. It's a lot of fun.
It's going so well. It's going so
it's
well.
going great.
Sarah, Tracy, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hello, everybody. You can find me at twitch.tv/MagiRPG, where me and my friends play a bunch of tabletop games. I run a Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle on Fridays. Just got back from PAX Unplugged this past weekend, where we did a bunch of in-person games, and that's all being... we pre-recorded them and are, bring them all to our channel in the next couple of weeks. And yeah, that's where you can find me.
Excellent. Scout. Maggie, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Well, Scout, you will find apparently following them into this office. And I am MargaretKrohn. You can find me at MargaretKrohn in all of the places. I do lots of things on the internet, so if you want to see them, follow me over there. And my day job is making games and video games. I currently work on a project called Ashes of Creation, and you can find it at Ashes of Creation in all of the places. And that's me.
Excellent.
Sub to Bub.
Ivan, aka FrostPrime, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you, boss?
Pretty much anywhere that you search FrostPrime. If you don't click on Warframe stuff, you'll find me. And I play video games and things.
I love that. I'll make sure to avoid the Warframe content. Anju, BenBriggs, tell us about you, boss. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
I'm BenBriggs. I am a music man. I'm currently working on a video game soundtrack for a VR game called Throwback that is in early access. And I've been known to stream myself making music from time to time. But I do all kinds of stuff. But I also stream. I stream as often as I can. I usually do late nights, and I usually do Zelda Link to the Past randomizer. I will probably be doing a seed tonight. You can follow me at twitch.tv/benbriggslive, or you can just Google BenBriggs and, or go to benbriggs.net if you want to see all of the psychotic number of things that I do.
There's so much content for BenBriggs out there. It's
too much.
You guys can find it. That leaves me. You guys are already here. You know what I do. Make sure to hit the follow button. Every follow counts. I play pretend and make voices loud, and I'm hoping to do it in many, many other places. Gonna be doing some more of that before the end of the year, and even at the beginning of the year. Lots of cool stuff. I play with Cobalt right now. I'm hoping to play with Tracy very soon. Even in talks with some other people like Mathis, and maybe some more here with Frost. It just depends. I don't know what's happening, but we'll figure it out, guys. We're out for now. Take care of yourselves. Do what you do. Stay safe, stay nerdy, and we'll catch you later.
Sub to Bub.
Bye, guys.
Bub.